I'm Nico, but you can call me El Jefe. Kings of Spain.
You know then why done?
Champions of La Liga
What are you
last year.
talking about, Nico? It's Olympiacos. Olympiacos, Nico.
I've never seen that. I was so scared in my life.
Everything about La Liga and Champions League.
This is my year. Lamine Yamal, Kylian Mbappé. Vamos.
Yes, people, and welcome back to FCM, the football culture movement. Where else would you rather be on a Sunday afternoon than with the boys? Here with myself, who had host this week because Mayor is, where is he?
Running.
Interesting. As you know, there is a lot to unpack this week. We got El Classico. We got 3-point collectors all round today. You know what I mean? Let me introduce, as you can hear, right next to me, the cult hero, as they always say. Culture Cams is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, make some noise. Don't.
Is that 3 points or is that 3 wins in a row? What are we doing that for? 3 points. 1, 2, 3 wins in a row.
Hey, this is an unfamiliar feeling for culture cams these days. You know what I mean?
Come on, man.
He ain't felt like this in a minute.
We say 3 to the dome, like come on, yeah. 3 to the dome. He said 3 to the
like,
dome, bro. Yo,
yeah,
come on, man.
Listen, sitting next to him, making his debut, long overdue debut as well. We got Arsenal fan and lyrical wordsmith Amenya in the building well.
The TikTok goat. The TikTok goat.
Hey, like they said, man.
Football TikTok.
Look, they wanted brothers that picked up 3 points. Like I said, some man, they lost to Sunderland, so they had to get subbed out real quick. But, Fuad, you know me. Whenever I jump on a new pod, it's only right I come bearing gifts.
Hey, you see this?
You come bearing gifts, yeah?
This is what I like about guests.
Wait.
This is what I like about guests.
We're going to do like Dave and Storms here, you know that?
Yeah. What's this one?
This is for you.
Let me see it.
You still surviving in the World Cup qualies.
W's in the chat for Amenya. W's in the chat.
W's in the chat.
Super Eagles.
Fair play.
That's for those of us who remember.
Hey, my boy.
Fair play.
My guy.
Fuad,
Hey.
you know we're dogs by now, innit?
Hey.
So you, what do you think you're getting?
I feel like you got me a duck.
You're getting a cease and desist for your Lewis Skelly comments, man. Apologize. There's been no one here to help you. Apologize to Lewis Skelly.
I apologize to absolutely nobody. Yeah? Third place, do what we want. Listen,
Hey, that's jokes.
I
That's
appreciate
jokes,
the
that's
gifts,
jokes.
Amenya.
All good,
Pleasure
all good.
having you. You know what I mean? We're going to have you on quite regularly as well because they're always talking about we need more Arsenal reps. We always need, you know what I mean, more voices. And I feel like you're actually one of the few guys that represents your club well. We'll get onto Arsenal very, very shortly as well. Obviously, we always start off with a game that has just finished. And of course, Tottenham Hotspur 3, Everton 0. And you know what?
We'll look into that one, yeah.
You know what? Culture Cams, Amenya, I hear it. The Z's in the chat,
No,
I see them. I hear it because I'm not joking with you. That might be one of the least 3-0 feelings of a 3-0 that I've ever felt. Like, we scored 2 set-piece goals, iced the game off in the end. But any Tottenham fan who was watching that is going to tell you they enjoyed that, you are lying with your entire soul, in my opinion. And I tweeted it out midweek as well, where I'm like, and it might be weird me saying this after a 3-0 win, where I was like, I can't really see the vision of what we're trying to build here. And it sounds so weird because we're third in the league. We're joint highest scorers. We've conceded 0 goals away from home. Like, the stats are so weird. Do you know what I mean? But look at that. The Z's in the chat. I said to you.
Z's in the chat, bro. Hey, yo, everybody.
Man, I watched El Classico. He's talking about Van der Ven headers.
Bro, listen, you're not going to hear about these Van der Ven headers, yeah? Whether you like it or not. Maze ain't here today. I'm taking over.
What are you saying? They like Gabriel's headers, but they don't like Van der Ven. They don't like Van der Ven.
All of a sudden now, set pieces ain't cool no more. All of a sudden now, boring football ain't cool no more. This is what you created. We are just a product of that. We saw, as they say, you see what the best are doing and you just replicate. This is a copycat league. So I've said, look, right now the football, I'm not enjoying it. But slowly, somehow, points are being ticked on the board. We're third in the table. I don't know how we're there. We're still unbeaten in the Champions League. I don't know how. But I'm not enjoying it at all. I don't know if you lot have been watching Spurs games over the last couple of weeks, but it ain't been enjoyable to watch. And I know today you was dreaming Jack Grealish would have done something. Had a little chance early doors.
He's open. This guy.
Put the rifle down. You ain't doing nothing.
You don't have third in the table, though. You don't have third in the table right now. Thomas Frank. He's got you guys going, huh?
Let me say this.
Wait, do you see that away stats? You ain't seen it?
Insane.
Away stats, 0 losses.
Stats-wise,
They've got the most points away from home. They've conceded the least goals away from home.
Yep.
And they've scored the third most goals. So, away from home, he's got something going on.
But then at home, you're looking very sluggish. Had 2 defeats so far. The football hasn't been great. We're relying on set pieces. And everyone always talks about, is this sustainable when it comes to Arsenal? And Arsenal have shown that they can do this for about a year and a half now. With us, I'm thinking, how sustainable genuinely is this? And then I'm looking at our fixture list over the next 5-6 games. Let me read them out to you quickly. Next up, we have Newcastle in the Carabao Cup. Then we've got Chelsea. Then we have United. Then we have Arsenal. Then we have PSG. We have killers row coming up over the next 5 games. So in my opinion, all of this good work that we've supposedly done so far, it's really going to get tested over these next 5 games now. It's sink or swim time. And I've said, Thomas Frank, there shouldn't be much pressure on him in this first season. But the way this kind of football has been looking, I feel like the murmurs are getting louder week by week. And even in a 3-0 win.
Football, innit?
Do you know what it is as well?
I mean, I don't care what Amorim is doing. If I was sitting third, in the when he just took over,
It's hard to complain.
At the end of the day, you got to get results.
Yep.
Like to get long term, you got to get the short term results, and he's getting some short term results. So I get it. Like the Spurs feel like they're as a club, they have a way of playing. You know what I mean? Like,
It's not
Do you know what it is? I think
Cams, do you know what it is? It's not even a way. It's like with Ange, we were one end of the spectrum. And then with Thomas Frank now, I don't want to go too far down the other way, if that makes sense. I just want a balance, bro. I want to be able to, at certain points in the game, we play good football. At certain games, we're hard to break down. Why is it impossible to have a manager who has balance? And one of the things when Frank came in, I said, I love the fact that he's got tactical flexibility. I'm not going to see the same style of play every week. And the first 2 or 3 weeks, it was that. We saw the back 3 system. Then he went to a 4-3-3, then to a 4-2-3-1. But now it's like he's locked in with one system and he's not changing regardless of who the opposition is. So it's a weird one. It's hard to complain, as you said, when things are looking as good as they are. But I also think this is also the right time where if you don't see things that are correct, now is the time to call it out. Because when things start going south in a couple of weeks, you can't all of a sudden say, I told you so. No, when we were winning, I was also telling you this.
Well, but what do you think about Xavi Simons so far, huh?
Why do you
Forget like the goal.
What do you think about Xavi Simons?
Why did he have to go there?
Not David though. Everyone's
Because he came off. Say what you said when he came off.
Yeah. Everyone's new signings get discussed, right? Gyökeres, Cunha, and Brumo, everything. Xavi Simons.
We got our assist on the debut.
Everyone just forgets.
We got an assist on the debut, and that gave us a couple of weeks.
You made it out like, yo, Xavi Simons is the one you wanted, not Dutch boy, blah, blah, blah. What do you think about Xavi Simons so far,
It hasn't been great the last couple of weeks, but I don't think our attack as a whole has been great. I don't think Kudus has been good in moments and spells, I feel like. Don't think any of our strikers have really looked good. But Xavi Simons is meant to be the guy who I thought brought in that little bit of X factor, that little bit of quality in that final third, that final pass. Brother, I've still got to accept that it's a new player coming into a new league, new team. There's going to be games and moments when it's not looking great.
That old chestnut.
And guess
that
what?
Old chestnut.
I'm monitoring. I'm monitoring.
Yeah.
I'm not going to start all of a sudden now, after what? After 6 games, start saying, Xavi's awful. Xavi, I need more.
Don't worry, when they get to the Arsenal convo, though, just remember that what you're saying there.
Don't compare yourself to me.
No, because I was actually going to back
aim higher.
Aim higher. But you know what? Because I feel as though, Thomas Frank, I liked him, and I think it was a good decision to sack Ange, get rid of him, 100%.
I agree.
And I think Thomas Frank as well, very cold. But it seems like so far, he's still managing you, man, as if he's still at Brentford.
Bro.
So like when he's playing against the teams that are better than Tottenham, it's like, oh yeah, cool, we're the underdogs, but we're gonna come and put up a fight. It's serious. When it's the home games that you're meant to go and put 2-3 goals,
Bournemouth,
I'm seeing like
Wolves.
Palhinha still playing. Like,
Voila.
Obviously, big up. He scored the goal with. He was terrible that game when
Yes.
he.
When
was
Benz
it
got
Wolves, the
assisted?
last minute
Yes,
goal or
Wolves.
whatever. He was too. That I'm thinking, brother, you can't play like you're Brentford every single home game. That can't run.
I literally said that last week, where I feel like it's almost like a muscle memory. It's a reflex from his time at Brentford, where you're used to being the underdog, so you're always going to go back to the wall. But I'm sorry, you have to take the game to certain teams. You've got to start dominating possession. You've got to take control of games. And today, listen, I can't complain. 3-0, clean sheet. We take it, you know what I mean? We move on, we're third. But I don't feel like there's really too much to dive into in this game. Much better performances from a couple of individuals. I feel like Bentancur was much better today. Vicario, I feel like this week has been a lifesaver. I can't lie to you. He's taking his compound V, but credit to him, because I feel like sometimes he's a bit hit and miss. But Tottenham Hotspur, 3-0. We will move on.
Oh,
Yay!
No, wait.
On, yeah.
No, but he failed to factor in one thing. He failed to
on.
factor in one thing. How come you start mentioning Van de Ven in the corners and whatnot, but we didn't mention the goal that got disallowed for Everton?
Don't.
It's all right when you, man, do it, but it's
Wait,
calm, man.
What do you mean? Everton's disallowed goal.
Brian's goal.
Did you not see Iliman Ndiaye literally stood on my keeper blocking him?
No.
What are you talking about right here?
He's never going to save that, man. Never going to save that, bro.
But you lot were crying when Gabriel's getting dashed by Joe Linton.
No, not me.
Yeah, you see it. They forget. Careful the measuring stick. Careful the measuring stick you come out with, because that be the same stick we beat you with.
I'm just saying, like, impossible.
Okay. Anyway, listen.
When's the North
Van de
London
Ven,
derby?
2 goals.
When's the North London derby?
2 goals
I don't
today.
even say that one anymore, bro. I don't even look at that one.
It's in a couple of weeks. November.
He's got that
I
one
believe.
circled.
You know
Me, I
what
look
I
at
mean?
Man City.
It's in November. We're watching that one closely. Don't worry. Link us in the penalty box then. Gabriel Magalhaes. Yeah. Who's got more goals this season? Okay.
Don't worry.
Anyway,
that thing's being
next
kept
game
already
we will
that you
move on
just said.
to.
We're going to put that in the compilation as well. Link us, Gabriel Magalhaes. I'm going to make the comp myself even. I'll make the compilation.
I should have tweeted that.
You don't know, man.
I
This
should have
guy's an
tweeted that.
editor, man. He can edit, bro. You don't see the TikToks, bro.
Listen. Get your super chats in as well. We will try and read them out as the show goes along. I see one that's just come in. We will actually get onto that one in a second. Nah, no other ones have come in regards to the Spurs game. I wouldn't expect any, to be fair. Let's move on, actually, to Arsenal. Having an Arsenal man here. Arsenal 1-0 winners today versus Crystal Palace. Eze scoring his first Arsenal goal against his former club and celebrating as well, funny enough. Interesting. But
Some goals as well. He didn't do that full on.
It's a God thing, innit?
He
had to, you know.
He didn't like run off. He did like a slight low jog. Like
this. Yeah. Thank you to my Lord.
Like, big up everyone as well.
What did you make of this game? You're now 6 points clear in the table. Obviously, Man City, we'll talk about them very shortly as well, dropping points today. But another game, clean sheet, defensively looking absolutely solid. What
I
did
don't know
this
about
game
that
tell
one today, you know. Like, obviously, we kept the clean sheet again, which obviously is very cold. But I'd argue this is probably our worst performance of the season. Even though we lost to Liverpool and there's been a couple dodgy results here and there.
Worse than the United one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the United one gets overblown because it was game 1 of the season. They're gonna be amped up and whatnot, but I don't think we're even bad in that game.
That was just a warning.
Hear my man, that's right.
Just a
He's the United in there.
You go.
No. So it's like, first off, we're very sloppy. Obviously, we know about Oliver Glasner. He brings up the mid block, and there's nothing you can do. You don't know who to track. You don't know what passes to make. Mitchell and Gahey had Saka clamped completely. Everybody was just kind of meaty, but then of course, inevitable. Gabriel wins the flick. Eze done a little Di Canio thing for those of us who remember. Remember that goal? Wait, done a little Di Canio thing. Don't worry about that.
For those of us that remember.
What's that, 95?
I think it's like 97.
Yeah, I want to say it was a little bit later.
Yeah, it probably was. But yeah, so we get the goal, and then from that point, all right, I feel a little bit more comfortable. But I do think we were there to be got at defensively today. Obviously, Saliba came off. It might be injury. I don't know. I feel as though Arteta slightly was going to hook him anyway, regardless, because Mosquera came on. Obviously, dealt with Mateta a little bit better. But again, there was apparently one shot on target we conceded. I don't remember who had it. I didn't see any shot on target, but apparently that record has come to an end. But in general, they kept on getting in behind. It was just good last-minute blocks from Gabriel, and obviously Timber was moving like Ronaldinho as well. I don't know what I don't know what I want for him, but like you said, 6 points against Palace, a team that we know can just stun you. Obviously, last year we drew 1-1 at home. Just get me the 3 points. Let me get out of there.
Yeah.
Like, not every game is you're gonna bag 2, 3, 4 goals. So you just firm it.
I mean, I feel like as every week, because Arsenal keep scoring set pieces, you feel like you're talking about set pieces every single week. But my thing is, a lot of people are looking at Arsenal. That stat has gone viral. Arsenal have scored 9 set pieces, 2 from penalties. 2 from penalties and 5 open play, and 56% of it or whatever. And everyone's talking about that. But I think a lot of people are not speaking about, like, when it comes to Arsenal, right? They are controlling every single aspect of a football match. That even when you look at, I think Palace are a very good team. I'm sure you do as well.
Yeah.
Palace are a very good team.
Yeah.
And I know you're saying they got in behind a bit, but I still look at these teams. I'm like, you're not giving it a true go when you're coming up against Arsenal. Even to the point that we saw Man City not really give it a go.
Yeah.
Teams are coming up against Arsenal and playing the lowest blocks and are barely even having counter-attack threats. So when people are saying, like, Arsenal not shooting much and not scoring much from open play, if you actually watch it in the course of the game with your eyes, there's not much space or opportunities too, which the set piece then opens up and then potentially floodgates can open. But when you're actually watching the game, this is why Arsenal are ending matches with 0 XG conceded, because guys are not actually giving a goal. Like it's like remember like Liverpool 1920, City at their best.
Inevitability.
It was like, you're about to watch attack v defense for 90 minutes, and that's why I think so. I think
so. Then is it a case of where, as you said, teams were almost 1-0 down before they came up against City,
bro,
where they knew they were going to concede, and it's like we're just going to do it back to the order. Are you saying then teams are coming out almost like knowing that they're not going to score against Arsenal?
I mean,
so therefore they're just almost like
came out beforehand. They were saying like, "Oh, this is a free hit to go to the Emirates." Normally, I'm not used to Palace players saying that about my team. Do you know what I mean? And furthermore, I agree with you because people act as though the set pieces, we do like Dragon Ball Z instant transmission and suddenly it's a corner. How are we getting the corners in the first place? How are we getting the free kicks in the first place? Because we've pushed them back so far into their own box, they have nowhere to go. You win a corner, you win a free kick, and then boom, there goes your set piece goal. We aren't just like waiting there with Gabriel at centre back saying, all right, boom, let's go get a corner now.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, as you said, when Man City, when Liverpool, you know, when you've lost before you've crossed the white line, it's starting to feel like that because I always say at least have a counter-attacking threat. At least. I have no issue with teams playing low block, whatever. That's the nature of the game. But you always want to have that outlet, that opportunity to, can we do something going the other way? And I feel like so many teams are coming against Arsenal and just like, they're defeated. It's like they don't even believe they can get a goal, bro. You know what I mean? And look, that was the case for the Chelsea 05 teams as well. Remember when they weren't conceded? I remember, in 2004, 2005, when Chelsea went on that long run and they actually started running a poll on the Sun. Who will be the first person to score against Chelsea? That's how hard it was to score against Chelsea, for those of us who remember. You know what I mean? And then it was, what's that? Luke Moore.
Charlton.
For Aston Villa.
Aston Villa, the youth product.
Black Johnny.
I remember,
He's the one that scored the goal, I believe, to end that run anyway, right? But that's, or it might have been 05, 06, I can't remember. But that is how it feels like with Arsenal at the moment. Like, teams are not believing that they're going to go and score.
Tyrone actually sends a super chat here. Tyrone Suchi says, do you reckon Arsenal break the 15 goal conceded record? And I feel like we've had little bits of discussion of that. But as an Arsenal fan, are you going into this season almost like he said, every game you almost know you've got that steel curtain?
Can I be honest with you? Obviously, you'd love to break it, and it's one of the most impressive records that we've seen ever in the Premier League. 15 goals is ridiculous. For any era, that is insane. But at the same time, the amount of stress that I'm under, even now with this shot on target stat, I sit there and I'm starting to feel like, do I need to appeal if they start getting a shot on target? I start getting nervous, I start getting heated. But at the same time, you know that like come Christmas time, January, when the games come thick and fast and they start bringing FA Cup and Champions League, you're going to end up conceding a couple goals here and there. I just can't see. It's possible, isn't it? It's possible. If there ever is going to be a team currently that's going to get even close, it would be Arsenal. We actually had the record before them with the 17 goals and whatnot. But I don't know. Injuries permitting, maybe. But I don't think it will happen. I see more like a 20 goals.
I think, I don't know. It's a stat that you just can't imagine it being broken, right? So I'm going to probably say no, because I think Christmas times, when Arsenal are going further in the Champions League, whether they win the matches or not, or FA Cup, you know what I mean? Arsenal will go deep in all competitions. I think little goals, you might win a game 3-2. Or
exactly.
Little things. I don't think it's now going to be like bare losses or anything, but we're talking about just conceding a goal.
No, I agree.
I think it might be a...
Like a 20 thing is 19, 20 kind of goals.
Yeah. What's the lowest since that season, though? Since I don't
think anyone's gone below 20, have they?
Because I think we did 22. I think we might did
It
22.
might be like Liverpool or something. Remember when Liverpool were like they
getting
won?
clean sheets
I
or
think they won like however many games and had like one drop in between that. They might be close there.
Yeah, we need to take a look into that.
1920, they conceded 33.
Who did?
Liverpool 1920 when they won it.
That's a lot. That's got me 15 ain't easy.
I'm just
man.
having a quick gloss
I think
at some
United
of the Man City
in 08-09 conceded 22.
08-09.
Yeah.
08-09. Here we are.
City might be close as well because there were some times where it felt as though them man just win every game like 2-3-0. They score one and the game's done. Turn it off. You can't even hate watch.
15 goals is a lot. I mean, when you think about Fergie's greatest teams couldn't do it. Pep's greatest teams couldn't. 15 goals.
Like,
the
mad thing is, mathematically, it is on in terms of like if
you
we
lot
do this
24.
again.
24.
And you lot were joint actually that season with Chelsea. Chelsea conceded 24 but finished third.
Hey, Chelsea is some defensive monsters, isn't it?
Do you know what's crazy? You lot both scored the same amount of goals as well. 68, both of you scored. 24, you both conceded. You guys had 83 points. You had 90 points. They had 83.
This is what you got to do. You got to win. You got to nick them. You got to nick some games, innit? You got to nick some games. That's crazy.
That's actually crazy. Scoring the same number of goals but finishing 2 whole places apart. That's mad.
So Menya, what have you made of Eze so far then?
You know
what?
What?
His goal today, but there was starting to be a little bit of chirpings that maybe we do miss Odegaard.
Keep the same energy for Xavi.
A few of that. No, hear me out.
Keep the same energy.
This is exactly what I was going to mention. The first guys doing the murmurs were the Spurs fans. They were like, Xavi Simons and Eze, they're having similar seasons, you know, they're trying to group us together. I say, well, hold on a minute. Don't group us together like that. Obviously, when he first came in, he was playing on the wing a little bit, and we're all like, okay, cool, we like this, because it's Eze, that first shoulder drop, changing lives and whatnot, but we want to see you centrally. Odegaard went down. I do feel like people were kind of understating Eze's influence. I think the game just before last, today he was all right. It was Crystal Palace. We kind of struggled in the first half. On the whole, I think he's been all right. I think he's made some important passes, but a lot of them didn't lead to goals because, let's say you put like a crazy slide rule pass for Gyökeres, and we know Gyökeres is going to, someone's going to run next to Gyökeres and then the ball's gone. And then the ball's gone. So a lot of the times we aren't seeing the Eze assist or whatever. He's had a few shots on the edge of the box, but I'm happy so far in that he's in a team and he's contributing whilst also adapting slowly. It's different being the main guy in your team to now being part of a potential title-winning team.
I mean, I was saying, win the league with if Arteta wins the league with Gyökeres up top.
Would you make of him so far? Because he's got 5 games, I think now he hasn't scored in the last 5 games. Performance-wise, he did score against Atletico Madrid, but in the league, he hasn't scored. What do you make of him so far? And
would you look at the time?
Hey.
You know what's so mad? I always feel like with Arsenal fans, it's like they either rate him or really don't rate him. Like there's no in between.
No, I'd like to think that I'm somewhat of a sensible and sane person. So obviously I'm gonna back him no matter what. And whenever he bags, you're gonna see me doing the celebration of what I'll do it. But realistically, am I enjoying what I'm seeing? No. I feel as though people a couple weeks ago were doing the whole like thesis and whatnot about like he's the sacrificial lamb and whatnot. I didn't pay 65 M's for the lamb. I just want you to score the goals, bro. There are games where he does do the hold-up play very well, and then people still slander him for it. I think, for example, Newcastle away, there were a few good touches there, but then a couple dives is what people will hold on to. But then there's other games where I'm like, bro, you're doing like what? Remember when Højlund came to the Emirates that time, and he was just trying to like drag guys about, and it was like it looks promising, but it's like realistically, what's going on here? And I want to see you get off more shots, but the problem is, he takes a bit too long to release it. Like there will be time where he'll run through on goal and he's thinking, all right, do I go with the left? Do I go with the right? Before you know it, the defenders come and swept it away and we win a corner. So I'm not mad at it so far in it. Like but I can't pretend that it's like something crazy.
You're enjoying
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's just.
Would you reckon he finishes the season up with in terms of goals?
No, the thing is he'll bag 20. I think all comps will bag 20.
Okay.
But I don't think he's cold. It's gonna be one of them ones where every game he doesn't bag will be a fail comp. But then if he plays 89 minutes, you're there making your fail comp because it's been a bad game and he scores. You got to delete that, bro.
You know, it's the Fernando Torres. Remember Fernando Torres? I think it was in 12-13 season. Yeah. For Chelsea. He still ended up the season with like 20-something goals. I mean, when you're watching it, you're like...
Do you remember even Darwin's first year, though? where people were criticising him, and then at the end of the season, you look at it, you're like
20-something GA.
hold on,
He'll back.
So it could be one of those things as well. Basic Foot, he sends a super chat here. He says the league runs through Arsenal. Arteta runs this league. Agree with that?
You're right now.
I mean, at the moment, it's looking nice, isn't it? But I'm not going to act like we've won the league or something. It's match day 9 or something, right? We've got 29 games to go. So at any moment, City can just turn it on and bag.
I don't know.
Purely because of Erling Haaland, not because of Man City being great. Erling Haaland, if he stays injury-free.
Do you feel like this is your best opportunity to win the league, though? Especially with the way, obviously, Liverpool have been going the last couple of weeks. We'll delve into Man City as well.
For sure.
But the way those two teams are kind of how they're acting, the way you've addressed the market, the way you've started the season.
Yeah, I think that the depth thing is probably the really important thing. Because obviously people will like laugh if you say, the injuries had an impact, when the Saliba injury against Sporting, the first time and whatnot, and Saka going down and Odegaard going down. I think it's the first time where, although we have our 3 or 4 extremely key players, there are players that can step in for them for 2 or 3 games and still hold their own. So definitely, it's a thing where this should be the one where now everyone's experienced. You've done it 3 times now. 4th time, please. Enough of this, man. Just give me the trophy, man. Enough.
Nah, fair play. Listen, over 3,000 of you in here as well, and we're only up to 500 likes. Come on, people, smash the likes if you can. Help us with the algorithm and join the family. You know what I mean?
Wait, let me quick ask you. Has Gabriel got the most contributions at Arsenal at the moment? Aside, or what's going on there? Because
he might
last
week, all comps he might do. He's back. He got an assist again today, innit?
He got a goal and assist against LA. Was it no goal?
Yeah.
And he got an assist again today.
Yeah.
Yo, this guy aerially, I'm telling you, bro, he's reaching uncharted precedent.
I was creasing the other day.
I'm confirming this right now.
Remember when you man were on here trying to decide how to stop Gabriel from set pieces? I was creasing, bro.
Yo, I need to cook up.
No one has still tried that method. No one has still tried that.
I'm gonna cook up another play, bro. I'm gonna cook up another play. I'm telling you.
The Ring of Roses. It's valid, bro. I'm telling you.
The thing is, you do that though, but there's too many men that are gonna be behind the bag anyway.
Hey, bro, listen, I watch basketball, yeah? If Steph Curry's at the perimeter, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to let Jimmy Butler take that 3. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to risk Draymond taking that 3. I am not letting Steph Curry beat us to them 3s. So that is my new thing. Gabriel, I'm stopping you. I have to live with if Saliba gets it. I have to live with Timber.
So is that going to be only one man, or are you going to put more than one man?
Yo, I'm putting 2 men at least on Gabriel.
Timber will go and start scoring from set pieces.
Yeah, I listen.
He's done it against you, man.
Then we'll have to cross that bridge when it comes. Right now, I can't, bro. Gabriel is as dangerous as a Steph 3 at the moment, bro.
Yeah. But
I can't leave him open.
You have no choice.
Nah.
It's not.
I'm going to him.
He's gonna fly with his head in the air like that.
Trossard, go and get a little back poke. We'll see.
Hey, and he has been doing that as well.
Now, I'm going to Gabriel, but man, I'm letting him get 3 runs. Oh my god, bro. Goals, assists. I'm seeing a centre back get goals and assists.
Bro, have you seen his wife?
From headers.
His wife gets her phone out to record now before set pieces because she knows what going on. She knows. Back in the day, people, they take out their phones for penalties or something. Yeah. His wife is there saying, go on, rise. Bro, I saw the video. She's like, my husband assists. I'm like, what are you talking about? CB assists, bro? What are you talking? My husband assists. And she called it beforehand as well. That's the thing. She's calling it. She said, he's going to get an assist.
Nah, this is actually insane, man. It's actually insane. And you, what was the name you gave their corners last year? It was Pawners. So they're basically like penalties.
Yeah, no, I hear it.
Man, no, as soon as they line up, it's just inevitable. But Arsenal 6 points clear at the top now, comfortable. And obviously the team that dropped points today, Manchester City, losing 1-0 to Aston Villa. Matty Cash popping up with a goal there. How big of a blow is that? Haaland's streak finally ended as well. The goal scoring streak that he was on. He was on a demon time this year, but quiet game today. What did we make of that one?
Right, it just shows that it's Erling Haaland FC, innit? That's just the reality. Yeah. You know, it's a decent Man City side with a all-time player, in Erling Haaland, and goes to show that 1 week he doesn't score, they lose the football match. You know what I mean? And I know you had a chance that he could have scored as well, but you look at it and you're just thinking to yourself, like, if he's not on this tear up, I mean, this guy's scoring nearly 20 games in a row, whatever he's doing, right? If he's not doing that, then you're looking at Man City and you're like, Savinho, okay, yeah. Bernardo, okay. Foden, I mean,
But they told me Foden was back. No, they told me Foden was back last week.
Foden
was okay today.
Reinders was playing numbers. Reinders
That was the confusing thing. When I see Reinders like line up
yeah,
at the deepest midfielder,
deepest midfielder,
Morgan
well.
Rogers was
Oscar
having the time
Bob,
of
you're
his
like,
life.
you're looking at it and you're looking at 4 behind him and you're thinking, all right, which one of you guys here are going to do something if Erling Haaland doesn't? You're kind of like, you know what I mean? Nobody's going to do it.
Are you lot worried for Oscar Bob a little bit since coming back from the injury? He just hasn't, in my opinion, looked anywhere near. And I understand when you have an injury like that, but bro,
he's a talent, isn't it?
He was a talent, and I think the pre-season before he got injured,
Yeah,
I
he was
think
looking
he
to
was
be
really starting.
Everybody was investing stocks.
Bro, he was looking like he was going to be the breakout player of the year. And then obviously the big injury comes. And I always think with those types of big injuries, you're going to need a bit of time to recover. Is it just that, or is it a thing where... And is he going to be able to recover that inner city team that is chasing for the title?
In and out as well. You're in and out.
Yeah, I'm not giving him like much responsibility for that, man.
Yeah,
Where there's the older brothers that need to be patterning up. Oscar Bob, obviously, he just come back from injury. Well, it's been a while now, but regardless, he's not the one with the responsibility to put the club on his back or get Haaland all the assists and whatnot. I think he's still a really good talent. It's just give him the time and tell the guy that won PFA Player of the Year just a year and a bit ago.
Arsenal fans hate Foden.
Bro,
no, I'm just
like, yo, Foden was alright today. Why are we killing him?
No, that's alright. That's calm.
Foden,
no, but I was honest about Bukayo Saka today, right? I said Mitchell and Gehi, they had him on lock. So let's also be honest about the guy that was meant to be the best player in the league, no? That is the best English talent of all time, they're saying. Since Gaza, when he was pouring the water in his head. Come on, man.
Wiser.
Yeah, I mean, that's
still very wiser. Wiser. Come on,
Yeah.
man.
So...
But yeah, you don't like Foden, man. I know you don't. I can see. I can feel the
big up this thing.
I can feel the
hate in your heart.
No, keep grinding.
Who are the guys outside of Haaland though that you're looking at as like the main guys? Because I said Doku was looking like he was taking obviously on the bench today.
Yeah.
Hey,
Savinho.
let's listen. Pep, stop the games.
Can I just say I'm glad we might have missed out on Savinho. I can't lie.
I
feel like we might have dodged the bullet there, because when it was happening in the summer, I was more excited off of just the potential of what he could become. I was in terms of dribbling ability, 1v1, he's very technical. He just needs to find that final little bit of end product. But I don't know if there is that next level.
He's never scared me the way that Doku does. Like Doku, his end product is shocking, but there's
a level of devastation.
Like he's gonna be a danger all game. Even if he's having a bad game, he will be dangerous. Savinho, I've never really felt that way. But then we got to chat about someone's favorite player, like.
Yo, Pep.
Put them quote tweets back on, man. Turn them replies on.
Pep. It's time to stop playing. It's time to stop the bench gimmick. Unleash him, bro. Unleash him.
No, but he I can't like he is good.
Like Marmoush?
Unleash. Fuck out of here.
Marmoush.
We're talking about Marmoush.
Yo, he was incredible after January.
Marmoush is cold as well. I actually like Marmoush. But
Marmoush hype, bro. We're talking about the
his favorite player, bro.
Oh,
his favorite player.
Turkey,
the
bro.
one Mbappe.
Yeah. Turkey.
We'll speak about that same Mbappe today later.
Hey, yo.
We gotta talk.
Hey,
we gotta talk.
I'm only going with what Pep said. One of the greatest talents he's ever seen in his... Bro, if Pep says it, who am I, bro?
So what's your thoughts on Mateus Nunes?
Who am I? Yeah?
What's your thoughts on Nunes?
Good, but he admitted his mistake quickly. I guarantee he doesn't say nothing like that about Turkey, bro. You ain't gonna get no ball back, bro. Come on, man. But now playing, man. What's going on in terms of creativity? He's the most creative player in the team.
No, he'll find Haaland.
Yeah, bro. You're looking at Savinho, bro. What he's off Savinho, Bob, Foden, Bernardo. They're not offering.
Bernardo's the one where I'm like, damn.
He needs to cut to Saudi like at least a year ago. Come on, man.
Pep, the fact that you gave him the armband, I feel like is even worse because it just shackles you to him even more. But that's another defeat for Manchester City this season. 1-0.
Morgan Rogers is slightly back though. Ever so slightly.
I mean,
Villa, Mike Cash has been
I don't know why
Villa a little bit. Yeah, I was going to say because Villa they started the season horribly, and then over the last 6 weeks or so, I think they've only lost.
They won 5 in a row, and then they just lost.
Go ahead, Eagles! Yeah.
Nasty work.
I think Villa and Newcastle will slowly climb back up.
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah, I think so. What do you think?
Yeah, no, likewise.
Yeah.
I think they're both serious teams. They are like the two best. Oh, to be fair, Bournemouth are actually very cold
Yeah,
as well.
Bournemouth.
Bournemouth
yeah.
are
I was
floating
going to say
around.
out of the non-Big Six teams or whatever, it's them two, but Bournemouth are looking...
The thing I
very
look at
serious.
with Everton is I'm just like, they have so much depth in a weird way.
Everton.
Aston Villa.
Okay.
Like, they've actually got depth in their team, and I'm like, they should be okay in the end. I don't know why they started the season so shakily, but I feel like this is kind of a reminder of who they are a little
See
bit.
the headline
You know,
that
this
came
is
out the game though.
What's that?
Sancho came on the 29th minute, got taken off on the 74th.
Was that a tweet from Maybach May? Yeah. Is that who tweeted it? I saw she was posting fail comps. I said, fairs, man. Fairs, man. Get your bread how you can, innit?
Hey, what's the time? Man? It's a children's
Is it
show, right?
watershed hours yet? Can we talk?
Why is she posting fail comps? though?
Wait, who is this Maybach May that you speak of? I have no idea what you're talking
No,
about.
fairs,
man.
man. Fairs,
Who
fairs,
the hell
fairs.
is Maybach
Yeah.
May, bro?
I'll let you know after.
Yeah, all right, cool.
This is
cool,
the
cool.
third time in a row Aston Villa have beaten Man City at home, by the way. Insane record.
Mad.
Let's move on from Manchester City, though, to another team that should be competing for the title this year, and it is the 4th Premier League loss in a row. What was it you used to say when they went through a couple losses? Liverpool. Liverpool 3-2 loss
Blimey.
to Brentford. Keith Andrews, Brentford as well. What do we make of that result?
Firstly, Keith Andrews deserves some respect, right?
Bro?
Yeah.
So let's be honest, everybody
Bro.
had that.
I owe him a
Brentford,
bit of a my bad.
Yeah.
I give him a bit of a my bad.
Everyone's like, what? The set piece coach hasn't
it,
coached
yeah.
at this level? Lost in Bumo, lost
Get
Wissa.
in the relegation zone.
Yes,
Lost his captain, lost
over for you.
everyone.
And he
Yeah.
just said, do you know what? I'm going to throw it back to the old days and just start launching the ball into the box. What was it? Michael Kaede, this Donny, bro. He's just launching shit.
It's not even just the throw-ins, though.
Yeah.
The way he was getting up and
Yeah.
down, I was looking at it like, he should be playing for Liverpool.
Yeah.
Not Conor Bradley. I'm sorry, bro. Coyote is a Liverpool-level player.
Speak about Bradley
But
as well, though, man. There's some
hey-ho.
convo that need to be had. Bro.
Trent replacement, yeah.
What do we make of the Slots comments after the game as well?
Can we
What
start
do you
from
say after the
before the game even?
Yeah,
Because before the game, this guy spent the whole time crying that like, oh, people are changing their lineups, people are
Yeah.
doing set pieces, people are doing long throws.
Long balls.
You can't say that right before you face Keith Andrews.
Yeah.
A man known for doing the set pieces and the long throws. So
It didn't make. That was actually a crazy comment. He said last season at this point, let's just say the numbers were last season at this stage we had faced 63 long balls. This stage at this season we faced 160.
yeah, I don't
Okay.
understand. Like, yes, people are changing so that you don't win every game
So you
again.
don't-
Why
exactly.
are you acting shocked? He's a sore loser, I can't lie. Even when he was
Very.
winning, like, I know people will say that about every gaffer and whatnot, but genuinely, even when he was winning games, he was doing that thing of like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna make excuses, but and then he'll mention
Yeah,
the thing
yeah.
that is the excuse,
Yeah.
but then say, oh, but it's not an excuse.
But-
You can't do that.
Even when he said, what was the thing that he said when he said, not the lineups, he said something else about how
Like,
it was
people
like
are changing like the number 9s or whatever, and not like they're playing differently against us.
yeah, something along that. It'll come back to me.
He wanted
said
them to
one-
give them the team sheets.
He
the
said
day
one
before.
other thing no, the referee thing when he
What
said,
was that?
he should know that like Liverpool players that we don't. Is it diving? Was it diving?
Oh, I think I remember. I think was it the head injuries thing or something as well?
That's
It was the head injuries thing.
Oh, Liverpool, as a team, as a
we
club,
don't
we
do
don't
that.
do them type of things. So I think that maybe the refs in their mind should think if a Liverpool player is down, it must be true. I'm like, are you sick in your...
Nah, that's bad.
Bro,
That's
are
bad.
you
That's
crazy,
bad.
bro?
That's
Like,
bad.
they
He's
should look at him
crashing
and be,
out.
oh, it's a
He's crashing
Liverpool player. So what? If it's a Brentford player, they should say, oh, he's faking it.
Yeah.
I'm confused. But, listen. It can't be understated on how bad this is for Liverpool, bro.
Yeah.
Liverpool lost 4 games in the league last season and went on to win the title in a low tally campaign in comparison to recent seasons. They've already lost as many games in the league as they lost last season.
9 games
And
in.
it's in a damn row. 9 games in. I think this is absolutely... It's a mini crisis. In fact, it could be a crisis. You beat Frankfurt, okay. But was it Frankfurt? It was Frankfurt. You beat Frankfurt. But in your totality, the football that they're playing, he clearly doesn't know his best 11 at the moment as well. The system that they're playing. How does he incorporate his new signings all together? How does he get the best out of Mohamed Salah again? Bro, it's not looking good. And the defense as well. Van Dijk and Konate are looking like they don't know each other anymore. You know what I mean? The gap between them is
for
huge.
that second goal.
Yeah, Van Dijk,
my
like
days.
Konate jogging back, Van Dijk giving away the penalty. Anytime he's engaging in things these days, he's looking a yard off. Yo,
The
a
fullbacks
lot.
positionings always seems out of
Really
place.
bad.
Kirkhead's always getting caught out. Bradley always getting caught out. It's just, and the thing is, I remember sitting there a couple of weeks ago where I was like, it seems like everybody's just pointing the finger at slot, and I'm like,
what about these guys? These guys were the ones that were the actual champions last year. But it has to be a degree of the manager has to fix it as well. And when you're going into game after game where you're seeing the same issues recurring again and again, there's going to be a fall guy, and it's going to be you again. Like, Salah, I understand. He's not delivering to the level that he was last year. Ekitike had an underwhelming game as well, by his standards, what he set so far. But there still has to be changes and things that you can do within the game. When your last sub of the day, Joe Gomez, was it, in the 86 minutes to try and win the game,
he's never scored a goal in his career.
Ever. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Do you know what I mean? And it's those types of things where I feel like he has tried, I feel like, with the midfield. Obviously, you're seeing Szoboszlai and Jones come in the last couple of games. I think Jones has actually been a massive improvement in terms of what they need in that midfield. But then you're losing the kind of defensive solidity, and that defense is already weak as it is at the moment. But what does he do to try and stop the bleeding? Because I don't think he's also helped by this new goalkeeper that's come in, Mamardashvili, as well. He hasn't covered himself in much glory.
Yeah, the second goal. Nasty.
I'm not going to say why.
The worst slander name.
I think I know what it's going to be already.
No, but he made some slander.
Oh, you made your own one? I saw one. I don't know.
It was that Mama's ass Killy. So what did he say?
Come on, man.
Hey, watershed hours. It cannot be said. Just go to our Twitter if you want to see what I said.
The one I saw was Mamardashvili. That's the one. That one was alright. I don't know what this brother's talking about.
He said some.
I have a guilty pleasure of slander names. I can't lie, man.
It's so dumb. Nah, but do you know what though? Like, against Frankfurt, I thought maybe, I don't know if he stumbled into it, but he went with kind of like a 4-4-2 against Frankfurt. Do you know what I mean? Wirtz was coming off the right hand side, and then you had Isak and you had Ekitike up front in their favourite positions, Jones, Szoboszlai and Gakpo. And I was thinking, okay, this looks a bit better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The way they were attacking, the way they were just kind of set up. I thought, oh, you've actually kind of got nearly everyone in their strongest position. Wirtz didn't stay on the right-hand side. He was able to float around. So I was thinking, all right. But then against Brentford, it just went back to what he was doing in the other games.
There's an elephant in the room that wasn't playing against Frankfurt.
There is an elephant in the room, you know what I mean? yo, where... Are we allowed to say his name?
I don't think so. They're going to start shouting.
You know, I'm not saying it's entirely his fault, but of course, when you're incorporating Mo Salah into the team, like... It's going to have to put him on the right hand side. It's going to go away from that 4-4-2.
In that 4-4-2, would you not?
Or 4-2
with Isak being out, would you not put him up front alongside Ekitike?
Possibly. Maybe that's his next. Maybe that's his next.
You have to do something. Yeah. Obviously, he is your talisman. He is
the goal scorer.
All trolling aside, he's the guy that they rely on more often than not. He's going to get them 20, 25, no matter how good or bad the season it is. But it's also fair to say that so far he has been absolutely stinking up the gaff. So something clearly has to change. And obviously, like you said, they might do a little 4-4-2 thing. I don't know, because obviously you've broken the record twice in one window for Florian Wirtz, Isak. Obviously, Isak was injured, so we can't comment too much. But Florian Wirtz, so far, I think he's gradually been improving, but at the same time, it's not to the extent that I demand from
and for that fee.
Do you know what I mean? Like, more. I feel like people are trying to baby him almost of like, he was all right in this game. When I'm watching the game, and there are games where he's been terrible. There are games where he won't get a goal or assist. But he will at least contribute something.
I thought he came on against Man United.
Obviously, he got the goal. There has been a couple games. Obviously, he's got the couple assists against Frankfurt. But in general, he does look a little bit lightweight right now. And I believe he will come good eventually. My bigger question mark is the fullbacks. Because Frimpong I never rated him to begin with. But Kerkez has surprised me. I didn't think he'll be this bad.
I think everybody's been surprised.
I didn't think he'll be this bad.
Last year, it was almost like the unanimous, one of the best left backs in the league.
Similar to, we all agreed Robertson
I can remember, was it Kukurea at Brighton? Was similarly like that first breakout year where everyone's like, wow, this guy is the next one to go to a top club. He goes there and it's almost, he looks like a fish out of water at times.
I don't know why.
Like the goal, I felt like obviously papered over the performance of the first half.
The two worst players on the pitch scored the 2 goals for Liverpool.
Insane. Couple of individuals I want to touch on. What do you lot make of Szoboszlai this season? I really feel like despite Liverpool being as bad as they are, he has been very good and consistent as well.
I agree, and I don't like how he's, anytime they need to make some change, they throw him right back. And
he's the sacrifice.
Yeah, but I think midfield and I'm not a big fan of him in right back, to be fair, but the fact that he's doing the utility man thing, I think he's been good this season. You're not a big fan?
I'm not a Szoboszlai fan.
Really? You know what? I'll be honest. Remember when he came in, I wasn't really on Szoboszlai, but I think he's been good.
Now, do you know? Okay, so in the last game, I think Curtis Jones was the better
against Frankfurt.
No,
Brentford.
Yes. Just now this week, and I think Curtis Jones came in. He had his whole interview about like he's a Liverpool boy. He wants to try really hard, blah blah blah, whatever. You know,
it hurts more.
I think
he's trying to win the fans over there.
Yeah,
that's some slimy work. Still, I can't lie.
He's doing that. He wants the fans to back him.
Yeah.
He goes,
Jones, get Jones on.
I feel like Shoba's like people are gassing him for when he like runs and tries really hard. But like for me, if you were brought in as let's say a 10 initially, you haven't really got a creative bag. You bang off one long shot like every few months. That's not really what I expect from a number 10. Someone that's going to like run and try really hard. Because you can find fans that are going to run and try really hard. Then he went right back to start the season and he was doing really well. Obviously locked up Martinelli when he was low on confidence in the Arsenal game. Then he went back into midfield again. And it's like, obviously McAllister's been poor as well. So I can't put all the blame on Szoboszlai, far from it. I just don't really see why he's being gassed to this extent where...
It depends what extent are you hearing him being gassed to, though?
Yeah, because I mean,
really
even in this game...
but everyone's like, he's so underrated, like he's been Liverpool's best player or whatever.
Because I think last year he was a bit underwhelming, in my opinion. And I feel like, similar like you were saying with Wirtz, maybe
Last
people...
year.
Oh, sorry, the year...
First
his
year,
first year, he was very underwhelming.
Yeah.
And I think that almost put the expectations down of what you expect from Szoboszlai. Whereas I feel like this season, you're actually getting the version you expect. You're getting a couple of goal contributions. Even if this game he got an assist, but this game he actually won the most tackles, most passes played, most chances created as well. And it's one of those where I feel like he's involved in everything, and because of that, you can't tax him because he doesn't.
It's not a tax. Let me try to give you like an example, for like a completely different position, and it'll be an Arsenal player, so that you know what I'm referring to. There are times where like. Again, I cannot defend McAllister this season. He's been shocking. But let's even use like last year or whatever you want to use. There are times where Szoboszlai is running around pressing everyone like a headless chicken, like Alexis Sanchez used to do for Arsenal by himself, which is not a good thing. When you're pressing, you want to press as a unit or as a team, as a midfielder or whatever.
Yeah.
When Szoboszlai's running off into whatever direction, and then now balls are being played over the top and Konaté's having to run, there's a reason, because he's vacating so much space time and time again.
You know the issue I have with that?
I think Szoboszlai's been... I think he's been...
Definitely. And the issue I have with that is I genuinely think one of the issues I feel like this season is Liverpool's press has completely failed. So the fact that Szoboszlai is the only one still hitting that press and no one's following, that's a problem on Slot and the others around him.
But he's also leaving that space where no one's gassing Gravenberch like that this season when he was playing as well. Because again, this season, Gravenberch...
This season he's been good.
He started well. He started well, and then he started well, and then it.
I actually think Szoboszlai has been probably their most impressive player so far this season.
For me, Ekitike.
I agree. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
For me, Ekitike.
Ekitike also the fact that he's a new signing and stuff. But I think Szoboszlai is somebody that can still say, "Hey, I don't think he's a bum." Gakpo's been good. I think Gakpo's been good. Well, goal and assist wise, anyway, he's been okay. But
it's not my
Gakpo's another one though with the press. I feel like he's so guilty of that. Off the ball, he doesn't work as hard.
The Liverpool fans are hating on him right now.
I can't lie.
Why don't you overlap?
I feel like Liverpool fans have hated every left winger since Mane, bro. Like it's like they want Mane back
right now.
Towards the end, anyway.
Right now, I feel like Liverpool fans are in that mood. They hate
Salah's light for a Liverpool, so that's fine.
I feel like they hate everyone at the moment. Though. Everything Slot says they're cussing every player.
But the question is though, how long do they keep up with this?
What, losing or
like if they keep losing, is Arsenal in trouble?
Oh, his job wise.
Like I think the last manager to get sacked after winning the league was Claudio Ranieri. Ranieri, I believe it was. Yeah. Is there a possibility?
I don't think in terms of sacking from the board, but I think there will be so much pressure from the fan base, and especially if, for example, they've already lost 4 games, as you said, the entire amount that they lost last year in the league. They get another 3 before December. I think the noise gets very loud. Then the Champions League plays a part. Because we all know Liverpool place a lot of emphasis on the Champions League. If he goes and does a deep run in that, I think it papers over a couple of cracks. You can use the excuse of where the players adapting and all of this. But by December, I feel like there could be a lot of pressure on him. A lot of pressure.
I think the pressure is one thing, though, because although we can do all the trolling and whatever, sometimes I like to mix the trolling, but then being serious as well. They have spent that amount of money. They do need the time to gel and adapt as well. It's not the same team that won the title last year. And one of the big problems, obviously, I think Liverpool fans, if any of you, those of you that are watching, look yourself in the mirror, be honest, and just say you miss Trent a little bit. So I remember them man did this. Remember when they lost Sterling and they were like, oh, Jordan Ibe, he's better. Yeah. They're doing that again. Conor Bradley made that one tackle via Mbappe last season. Yeah. They were like, yeah, do you know what? Trent, go, man. It's calm.
I remember that, you know.
But now it's like, clearly you do miss him. So just be honest And then we can all say, all right, cool.
I mean, to
it's
be
a
fair,
bit of a
he's not
blip.
doing much at Madrid either, so no one's really running.
Yeah,
that
but
war.
he was out though. He was out
injured.
injured. He was out injured. He was out injured.
One other player I randomly want to speak about as well, Igor Thiago.
Yeah, he's killing shit.
Yeah,
Bro.
can't lie.
He's
Where the hell did he come from?
Bro, Brentford,
No idea.
Are Brentford like mini Atletico Madrid with these like spawning strikers, bro? They had Ollie Watkins, Ivan Toney, and Mbumo, Wissa.
Do you know
now they got this.
It's a game
Thiago.
against you, man, that I said.
He was
what
actually
is this
there
guy?
last year, but had a big injury, if
Is
you remember.
it?
So he was out for like 9 months, and then came
I legit
towards
didn't
the
even
back
remember
end of last season. I think he made like 2 or 3 appearances, but he didn't look up to scratch. Then they rested him pre-season, and against you lot
Yeah, it was these men.
when I sat up and I was like,
I said,
who
hold
is
on a
this?
minute.
What is he
The
on?
goal where he banged it, I said, okay.
But but I don't think he was amazing the other day. But to be fair, he's 6 goals in the league this season. I think only him, Semenyo, and
Let me have a look.
Haaland obviously is above, right?
6 and 9.
6, yeah, bro. Do you know what? I've got a question actually from that. Is there a particular team in the league that always spawn a certain position? Like Brentford, we got to start giving respect to Brentford 9s. We got to start giving respect to Brentford 9s, bro. The Atletico Madrid 9. You know what I'm saying? Like, is there a team?
I
that's
would
like-
Premier League teams.
The
I
Premier
would have
League.
said Brighton wingers.
Who's the
Brighton tend to bring the strikers as well.
They bring
tend to
like
have a
these
good-
weird, funny wingers. The Minter they got now, Mitoma a couple seasons back. I'm like, bro, if I go
Pascal Gross.
Trossard,
They never really
Trossard a
make it.
few years
Trossard,
back,
yeah, Trossard,
like
Gross
they,
was on the wing
yeah,
at
like
times,
they've
yeah.
always got this almost lineup of, all right, he can go, no problem. We got a
People
random
are saying
Donny from the
people are saying
Belgian.
Brentford centre midfielders. Brighton centre midfielders.
I was going to say, yeah.
Caicedo,
definitely.
Baleba, McAllister.
Baleba right now.
Hey, we're going to talk about it.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Yo, anyway, that's a little trivia for you
Yeah,
guys to think
that,
about.
actually, let us know in the comments if there are any kind of
Basuma.
special.
Ooh, Basuma,
before.
Caicedo, McAllister, and Baleba is
That's a nice
pipeline
lineup.
still.
Yeah.
That's a pipeline. I can't lie. That's a good
Bournemouth centre backs, they're saying. John Spark here says.
Yeah, recently.
Zabani, Hoysons.
Hey, I've been tuned into
Senesi.
Zabani over at PSG. It's not looking good at the moment, bro. He was
Swear.
getting dunked on left, right, and centre. I was like, whoa. He's lucky that's not on the main stage, bro. You know?
He's not on the Summer Jam stream no more, huh?
Yeah, bro.
Oh, mad.
Cool.
Yeah, cool. Let's move on from that game anyway. And let's move on to Chelsea.
Chill. Let's get to where we need to get to. Let's get to where we need to get to.
All right.
Let's
We'll
get to
talk
where we
about
need to get
it.
to.
Manchester United versus Brighton. 4-2. 3 wins on the bounce.
3.
Cam. Amarim has changed your broke life.
Lemons changed their broke ass life. Lemons changed their broke ass life.
Lamens.
Hey, talk to me, brother. How are you feeling? Because Mbuemo 2 goals. Casemiro looking like Miro. You know what I mean? Cunha getting his first goal as well. Ahmad, I felt like putting a good performance as well. De Ligt was solid again.
Yep.
So much like positives to talk about rather than just feeling like you scammed the win. It's weird. And I tweeted out at one point because it made me sick to my stomach. Because as you've all been sat here the past couple of weeks, this guy's been annoying. He's been asking the same question every week, and I'm like, why do you keep asking this dumb question? And I remember when I saw it was 2-0. Did a quick Google. Hold on, let me just look at the. I said United are where?
Can you remind where are United right
I
now?
said where?
Wait, I was gonna ask the question.
I mean,
just
now-
for the information,
diligence
just so
and
the
whatnot,
chat.
so-
knows.
so-
where are Manchester United
Right
table
now,
again?
United are 6th in the table.
6th.
Yeah,
And
6th.
then what's the? Can you tell me the point difference?
They are on
difference?
16 points, joint with Man City. They are 1 point behind Sunderland and the mighty Tottenham Hotspur.
Try for that way
Get in there!
Can you carry on, please?
And then you've got Arsenal on 22 points.
So how many points are we behind Arsenal?
6 points behind Arsenal.
And where, how many points are we above the champions?
Should be 1, I think.
They are 1 point ahead of Liverpool.
okay.
They are above Liverpool.
okay.
Conceded the same amount of goals as well.
We're saying it's time.
Mm.
Sir Alex, Arsene Wenger
Cams.
walking out the tunnel. Is it
Don't
time?
do this alluding. Don't do this. Don't do that. Don't touch that.
No, I'm
Do
just
not.
looking at this. I'm just looking at this. Looks like
You don't remember what that feels like.
this looks a bit. You know what I mean? Like I'm just looking at it. It looks it's nice, isn't it?
This is despicable.
This looks what, bro? I'm
This
just looking.
is just.
No,
that-
you're
I-
right.
It's a
That's
design
your
now.
thing. You're meant to be touching.
Bro, it's
that.
a design.
Let him borrow, you know?
It's a design in our studio, bro. What? Yo, I ain't seen it this close up before.
Yeah, no.
Bro,
That's the last time you're gonna see it as well.
No,
I've seen it this close up. Yeah, but all I gotta say is, you know what happens when the finger starts to. You know what this means, Fuad? You know what this means?
I do not know what this means.
Tribal chief.
Just one game at a time.
Oh, I thought you was gonna do the acknowledge me.
It's just one game at a time. It's just one game at a time. Look, we don't get too high, we don't get too low.
No, here we.
It's just one
PR cams. Yo,
at a time.
the people want you talking shit.
It's just one game at a time. Unfortunately, you guys thought I was gonna come and talk shit, right?
No.
It's just one game at a time.
Bore off, man.
You know, listen, the most important thing was to get that back-to-back wins. We did it against Liverpool away from home. That was massive. Then the next thing, Brighton are one of our bogey teams. They always beat us. And in fact, it's always a schooling. And now we've got over that hurdle. What's that's going to do for the mental health of this team is huge. So right now, we got Forest away next against Sean Dyche's Forest. So it's going to be a tough game.
Big one.
One game at a time. 1 week at a time. We've only got one game a week anyway. 1 week, one game at a time. We go against Forest. We see what we can do there. Shout me after 5 wins in a row.
You saying you're getting a haircut?
Who's the fifth game?
Tottenham Hotspur.
Make sure
I know
you are
United
here
fans can
for
do
that
that watch along for that
episode.
one, man.
That episode, there will be tears, blood, or some type of liquid on the studio floor.
Okay.
Make sure you are here.
I won't
Bro, let me tell you something, yeah?
We might be slipping on. No, continue.
Oh my goodness.
I won't be there.
Let me tell
I'll
you
be at
something
home.
right
I'll
now,
be at
yeah?
home.
The feeling is good right now. Honestly, I ain't had this feeling in donkey's years. And when you're looking at the vibe right now, even the press yesterday, something that we haven't really seen, but you know, when you have confidence, you start doing things with more vim to it. The press yesterday was good. We didn't let Brighton play out. Yeah, we still did at moments. We did our long ball going from Lemons to Sesko or whatever, and you battle for the first and seconds. But we know our midfield are not a midfield that control games. So this is the way of kind of getting up the pitch and winning the ball and playing. You know what I mean? Instantly. And we saw some nice moves between Cunha, Bruno, and Mbeumo and Sesko. You know what I mean? And we're going to need all 4 of them firing if we're going to have a good season this year. So it was so good. It was so good to see Cunha get off the mark because we're tired of trying to say to rival fans, yo, he's playing well, you know? Like, he's actually playing well. Like, if you look at the game against and XG, he got his goal, which is so needed, you know?
Deserved
and
as well.
it was deserved. A
Good
lovely finish as well. And that's how Cunha scores a lot of his goals. That's why when you look at his XG stats, it's always like, oh, he's overperforming because he's got that quality. He can score goals outside the box. That's his 7th goal outside the box in the last two seasons. So it's good to get him off the mark. And Mbeumo quickly becoming a fan favorite, bro.
Talk
you
to
know
me
what
about
I
him a
mean?
little bit because you dropped an interesting clip on Instagram. Delve on that for the people who may not have seen it.
Yeah, bro. I just said for me, it gives you Salah-like tendencies. Now, is he going to be as good as Salah? I don't think so. Is he going to be 200 goals or whatever Salah's scoring? No, probably not. Like, is he as quick and sharp as a Mo Salah? Probably not. But in terms of a player who's just very efficient, you know what I mean? He might start getting in good smoke categories himself. You know what I mean? In terms of, he might have to be in good smoke.
Don't joke with that one.
You know what I mean? A good smoke academy. You know what I mean? But when you look at him, just very efficient. You know what I mean? He doesn't waste touches. He doesn't waste time. He gets the ball, looks up. Is Sesko there? I'm crossing the ball. Gets the ball. Can I get a shot off? I'm getting a shot.
Yeah.
One thing that we need to do, and we have done in the last 2 weeks, is get him closer to goal. There was a point where I was seeing this guy on the wing and sometimes he was covering for Ahmad at right wing back.
Yes.
I'm like, no, we didn't sign a 20-goal hitter last season to be covering at right wing back. But now we're getting him closer to goal. And Mbeumo is clinical, bro. He's kind of clinical. And that last goal, beautiful from Bruno to let it go. You know, Aiden Heaven, Ghanaian boy apparently now. Apparently he's got some Ghanaian heritage. He's puts the ball through, Bruno lets it go. And that finish, you see that finish? Emphatic. And you see when he turned around and he scored and it felt like he said, oh, I'm here. Yeah, I belong here. You know what I mean? Cunha believed he belonged here before he even played for us.
He's
you know what I
posting
mean?
the picture straight away.
It felt like Mbeumo at that moment was like, I belong
And
here.
do you know what I feel like at United? It's almost similar like how I've said at Spurs. There's been a lot of change in the squad. And it's almost like the dressing room is up for grabs for who is going to lead this next new era, if that.
Yep.
Bruno's obviously been like the consistent guy, but
Yeah.
he's going to come and go in a couple of years as well. Who are those next guys up? And I feel like Cunha and Mbeumo, that's the type of game where they look around and they're like, you know what, this is our
They're
team.
just so much better than the attackers
we
you
can
might
take
have
over.
previously.
Am I the best player here?
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? At the end, the way they were grabbing up Mbeumo, I was like, you know what? This might be his team.
Do you know what? And a special shout does have to go to Casemiro, I think, you know, because you look at it, bro, you got to remember, I criticized him as well. I was like, bro, Saudi, they have money in Saudi, you know, like, you don't have to do this, bro.
He was, like, I hear why Jamie Carragher said what he said. I hear why he said it.
But to come back from that, you know, everybody talks about, now, okay, it's nowhere probably as near, you know, with Maguire, but people talk about redemption a lot with Maguire. Casemiro, I would say, deserves a little bit of a mention, because from being told to retire to actually being a key contributor to a little upturn in Man United's form. Now, it's a long season. We'll see what happens. But back in the Brazil team as well, I think he just deserves a little bit of a shout.
Even in the second half of last year, there was moments where he came up important in the Europa League run. I remember especially where he put in some big performances. So old dog's still got some life.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, obviously we're praising all the attackers, and I'll be honest, even as a hater, I can't lie. Watching Cunha play football, I enjoy it.
Yeah.
But for the last week or maybe 2 weeks, De Ligt deserves
I would say
flowers.
all season, bro. This entire season.
More so like now, I think he was a level like above like the guys next to him. Because previous weeks, let's say like against Liverpool, sure, done his thing as well.
Okay.
I think this was like De Ligt, almost one man on.
Don't say that name around here, bro.
Don't say that. Oh, the short
No,
but come on, man.
That's like Voldemort. That's like Voldemort around here, bro.
Let him have a thing for that one game. But here, I said De Ligt, fairs, man, because he was obviously he's winning their headers. He's being like a dominating the box, and also going forward, he was spraying them passes as well.
I look at him, bro, and you know, genuinely, I look at him and I think that could be Man United's next captain, bro. I do think that could be Manchester United's next captain.
He's been a leader every dressing room he's went. He's 26 right now.
26, okay.
26.
Been around time.
Bro, and that's the thing. He seems like he's been around forever, but he's still got like a good another 8-9 years left in him. And I think at United, he's found that rhythm now. Last year, it was like in and out of the side. 1 minute he's playing right centre back, then the centre back. Then I remember Amarim at one point was asking him to step into the midfield and all sorts. Now I feel like you understand he is the cog and the base at that back. And I feel like Euro actually benefits from that as well. Euro can use his athleticism to kind of get out wide as well. And I think it just works well. What do you make of Amarim, the way he's kind of tweaked the system a little bit over the last couple of games as well? Because it's not the same 3-4-3 system that you've had all these last couple months. I feel like over the last 2 or 3 weeks is actually shifts to something different, but I can't put my finger on it.
I think, you know what? I think the main thing is that the way we're building up is different. You know, when we had Onana and when we had Bayinda, we were passing out from the back a lot. We can't play out from the back. We completely vacate the midfield when in their moments, and we were trying to play through the wings. Ahmad or Dallo or Dorgu or whatever. You would see how many times these guys are getting the ball square. And you're thinking to yourself, we're not going to get anything out of this. But then Benjamin Sesko comes into the team. Lamens comes into the team. And he's just going, do you know what? F all of this.
Launch it.
We're just going to go long. Mbeumo, Mason Mount, Cunha. Yo, you guys need to be like rabid dogs when that ball drops for that second. Or if Sesko wins that flick on. And I actually think, now, is it the most... Do you see top teams and dominant teams play the way we're playing? No. So maybe the evolution of what our team's going to be, maybe if we had signed some players, whatever, if it's going to be under Ruben Amorim, it probably might not look like this wholeheartedly. But right now, he's found a way of getting us some results doing that. And I won't complain if that's the way he did, because it kind of, what's the word? It kind of hides midfield deficiencies.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Casemiro is able to snap at balls. Bruno is able to snap at things. By the way, Bruno's engine is just ridiculous. So I think right now he's made that little tweak, which is helping us. But that comes in with Lamens and that comes in with Benjamin Sesko. Because when you put that as Bayinda, Onana and Højlund, it looks completely different. You know what I mean? So shout out to Lamens, man. This guy's just doing basic things. Can I catch a corner? Yeah. Now, I do think he should have saved Danny Welbeck's free kick. But I can't say I think he's been nearly almost flawless signing so far. So
Welbeck, I feel like is just that.
But I love Welbeck.
Better with time.
But
Bro.
I saw him talking about. I saw the talks about can he be Harry Kane's understudy for England, bruv? Because who else is doing anything?
I can't like there really anyone.
Well, I mean,
else
look
to
at
do
the
it.
options. To be
Watkins
fair.
ain't doing nothing right now.
Yeah. Tony's in
Liam
Saudi.
Delap's injured. Tony's in Saudi.
Tony could come back in January. There's talks.
Yo, I wouldn't mind a Tony loan.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
don't know what
mind
he's
it
up to
either
nowadays,
Tony
bro.
loan, you know.
A 6-month loan, get your
I
World Cup
wouldn't
bid
mind.
strong. I think that's a shout.
Yeah.
Super chat here says Casemiro was running rings around Baleba, and we said we're going to touch on him
Yeah, I was
earlier.
going to mention Baleba
What
as
has
well.
actually happened to Baleba? Because it feels like since you lot were linked with him in the summer, you took all his abilities and he went back to Brighton as just a regular Cameroon guy.
Initially, right? Yeah, bro,
It doesn't make sense, bro.
Initially,
I can't fathom this is the guy you lot wanted to spend 100 mil on.
Bro, you look at Baleba last season, brilliant player. You know what I mean? Brilliant player. Like that, one of them guys that are fall under not in the top 6 that you think, oh, when he gets his move, he's going to do his thing. But clearly this move has completely rattled him. But I am somebody that was still saying, yo, January,
Go for it.
50 mil now, 60 mil.
Go get the cut
get
price.
him. Like, this is the time. I said the same thing about Kudus last season. Everybody was saying Kudus is a bum. I literally said, perfect
Still
time
go.
to get him.
Still
go
go.
and get him. Somebody go and get him.
Yeah.
Tottenham were the ones that did it. But I can't lie. Now I'm starting to think, yo, mentally, you might be
I don't like
fragile,
that.
bro.
I don't
You're
like
not-
that.
that performance, that old, yo, there's having a bad game, there's having a stinker, and there's literally looking like, do you play the sport of football?
Yeah.
Like, have you ever played? It looked like a basketball player just put on his boots and said, I'm going to go and try and play the
Usain
game.
Bolt.
Literally like Usain Bolt in Australia. Yeah, bro. Like, genuinely, I was like, now that's kind of mentally like, maybe mentally you need to mature a bit.
Yeah.
Maybe you need a couple more seasons
Still
at
only
Brighton.
21.
Because now I'm looking at him like, yo, we can just go get Adam Wharton or something. You know what I mean? Like, yo, give me Adam Wharton or Eddie Anderson or something. You know what I'm saying?
It was bad.
I was concerned. I'm not going to lie.
Because even Caicedo, when he didn't get his Arsenal move, everyone knew, okay, he's still the guy. And then he went to Chelsea, obviously had a terrible debut, but since then has been fantastic. So you knew the mentals is still there. Baleba, this United game, it concerned me. I said,
And do you know what the thing is?
That was bad. That's between
really
you.
bad.
That's
Even
between
if
your
you're-
audition,
that's
bro.
your audition. We spoke.
That's what I was saying.
We saw Eze talking about like whenever he played Arsenal, he made an
That was
effort
the
to
moment.
try even harder.
Yeah, bro.
He was like the opposite. He was like, oh guys, like I'm gonna do you a favor.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna sign me.
That's
No,
not
bro.
the way, bro.
No,
There
bro.
was one time Dunk passing the ball. He was running the other way.
Yeah, it was bad.
And he was even looking at the football, bro. I was like, yo, what is going on? And he got subbed again. And then at the end, he took a picture with Simon. It's a dat thing. It's a dat thing. BG. Like hyping up the I am a Belieber thing. He uploaded before the game. I'm coming to Old Trafford or something with a laughing face, and they deleted it.
Yeah, he's doing too much. I can't lie. He's doing too much. He's doing too much.
Like chill a little bit, bro.
It's been a while since he's finished the game as well. Tottenham Hotspur was the last game, and that we are going stretching back to last season. This entire season, he hasn't finished a single game. He's been subbed off in pretty much every. Some of them I remember he was even getting subbed off at half time.
He got subbed off like 3 times at half time.
Insane, bro. Insane. Your stocks can be here 1 minute.
The
one
ability
transfer
is there,
rumour.
innit? I don't think anyone
is.
really doubts the ability thing, but you also have to pair it.
But now
with-
people question the mentality side.
Mentality,
of it,
yeah,
That's
yeah.
the problem. Yeah.
Because then what if, let's say he does eventually go to you, man, he wants to cut again. He was going to do the same thing to you
Or
guys.
what if adversity hits? Is this how, you know what I mean? Like, bro, because at some point, bro, you're 9 games into the season. You ain't getting the move, bro. We're not. It's not August, bro.
And
it's not like you're playing
it's actually,
deadline
what's
days
mad as well?
coming.
It's actually costing his team because this might be, I don't know if you agree with me or not, but I actually think first 15 or 20 before Cunha's goal, Brighton were kind of popping it as
Yeah,
well.
they were playing well,
Brighton
yeah.
were
They did.
doing the usual Brighton stuff,
Yeah.
but then obviously it's going to sound like a Jamie Redknapp thing, but goals change games.
Yeah, yeah.
Cunha bags and then that's it. The game flips on its head. But that first 20, if Baleba was awake and to be fair, Minte was doing some shocking touches too. but
Yeah, one
I'll
thing I
allow
would
him.
say is the negative of that game is we make it too hard for ourselves. Still,
Oh.
we should have walked away
Lost
3-0
control last
happy.
15 as well.
We lose control. The subs.
I was
It's a
gonna say-
recurring theme. Every subs we're making at the moment, it's like they're coming in and playing a completely different game to the game that the other lot have
But
come.
would you put? I see.
I don't
Normally, I
know
agree
if I
with you.
start on Amri. I just don't know what's going
I
on.
think this time I can't really blame Amrin.
No, I
because
don't
when
wanna
it's
blame-
3-0, yeah.
Yeah,
like
bruv.
at what point are you
You
meant
gotta
to
be
bring
able
on
to see it
Kobe
out.
and these
100%.
Normally, Amrin, it's on you. But like 3-0, when else am I going to be able to bring you on, bro? If you're not going to play for me now.
Yeah, as a team, we need to deal with that a little bit better. That's what, like at 3-0, the instruction or the players just keep the ball.
Yeah.
Keep the ball, you know, make
See
the
the
other
game out.
team work.
But that is your midfielder,
Yeah,
innit? Like,
yeah.
The same way you got the goals,
Yeah, it's true.
the same way you're going to concede them,
Yeah.
bro. Bruno and Casemiro aren't going to be the
Yeah.
guys that dictate a tempo of a game like
Nah,
that.
Yeah.
for real. But hey, Mbumo, Cunha,
They're fun to
Lemons.
watch. They're fun to watch.
you guys might be changing our lives. Let's see. Hey, not in the Forest.
That's how you change our lives.
Not in
So
Forest.
what needs to happen for you to say, you know what, Amarim, fairs, man. Bye-bye,
What
bro.
needs to happen?
Yeah. For a little while, my bad, bro.
You know what?
I don't think it should happen,
I'll
but
tell you
just-
what.
I don't
I
know, you
think
know.
a dark horse title challenge that is completely unexpected.
How dark are we talking? Like, you man gonna
I
get
just want
there
top
to,
four. I just want
Like, if
top
he
four.
gets top 3, I think he'll be content. And if he
Yeah.
finishes the season with an FA Cup, I think Cam turns around
Oh,
at the end of the season and
that's
says,
a good season.
he'll turn around and say, "My bad, I can see what you're trying to build."
Yeah, bro. I just want this season. I just want top 4.
Fair.
Now that I look at this landscape of the league, Chelsea, I'm seeing Liverpool struggling,
Yeah.
Man City struggling.
There's chances.
These type of teams, there's opportunities here. 3 wins. What's one of my favorite things to say on this podcast?
5 wins.
Where I say it's 5
4
wins.
games, they can change your life.
Change your whole season. 5 wins in the Premier League can change your whole season. So let's see, man. Let's see
read
what
out some
happens.
super chats anyway. LJ Brown says, "Can we talk about El Classico and the aftermath?" We will be getting to that very, very shortly. Lath here says, "Gyok's link up and passing is so poor, but he makes runs and is physical. I think we miss Jesus, not because of goals, but because he links play and makes our attack
I
look
miss
better."
that, brother, man.
Hey, what a player, man. Sadiq here says, "How far can LFC's losing run go? 5, 6 in a row?"
Who they got next?
Not even sure, to be fair.
Who's Liverpool?
Have a
got
look.
next? I'll check it out.
Yeah, it's dark. I stopped checking.
Dominic
the full fixtures, man.
Tannenbaum says, "Cams, put VVD in an orchestra. Football isn't for him."
What do you think? Conductor, delegation, the delegator.
I was trying to understand that. initially.
Yo, Liverpool's next few games:
Go on.
Palace in the FA Cup, no, in the Carabao Cup.
Yeah.
Aston Villa at home, Real Madrid, Man City away, and then Forest.
What are you saying? We're going to 8?
Yo, those are not easy.
Well, you gotta
Palace,
take out the Champions
Villa,
League, to be fair,
Real
'cause
Madrid,
Frankfurt.
Yeah.
Only Prem
Yeah.
games.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Villa and Real Madrid are the next. No, Villa and Man City are the next 2 games.
If you're going to turn your season around, those are 2 games to turn it around.
Oh,
You win those 2, then I'm like, you might still have a chance. If not,
sandwiched in
those could
between
be
a
the
Real
games where your
Madrid
title,
game, bro.
your title literally disappears.
Sandwiched in between a Real Madrid
Yeah,
game
it's
is crazy.
Anfield as well,
Hilarious.
innit?
Anfield.
So Trent coming back to Anfield for
not gonna
the.
be fit though, man. Trent's not gonna be fit.
What better than booze on the bench? You think because you're sitting on the bench,
Yeah,
you'll get
true.
booed?
Well, I knew it-
Every time Cameron pans
He
it,
might, you know.
His brother's gonna
long
be
we got,
there
like,
saying,
2
"It
weeks?"
means more." What's going on, boys?
I can't
This
lie.
has never happened since.
He's
this
the best
never
rage
happened
baiter.
since 20
He's
years
the best
ago.
rage bait. I saw the video, yeah,
Bro.
And Liverpool fans were like, "Oh, he still cares."
Yeah.
And all you see is his brother like, "Can't believe we're losing again,
Bro.
man. How's this happening, bro?"
Yo, his brother gotta get out of the mud too, man. Yeah, I understand, bro. Man said it's not happened in 32 years. And I was like, what? He's like, what's the problem? What's changed? I'm thinking, bro, your brother changed, bro. Your brother switched up on him.
He's the one that started
knows
as well,
exactly
bro.
what he's
And
doing.
the worst thing is when Real Madrid won, the other day, he said, both my teams won. I'm like, yo, this guy's cheap, bro.
No, he's a serious rage baiter. Serious rage
Both
baiter.
my teams.
being an agent must be the best job in the world sometimes, I swear.
That's not I don't think that's the agent, brother. No, that's his young
Oh,
brother.
yeah, the younger one you're
Yeah,
talking
he's
about.
vibing, bro.
Ah.
I said
I used
both-
to
I don't even
enjoy
know
it.
which one's which, to be
Bro,
fair.
it's
Yeah.
the younger brother. Man said both my teams won. I'm like, yo, he's a madman, you
We might
know.
have to get him on the pod. I can't
Bro, we
lie.
used to get him on.
Shale with a super chat says, "Oh, where did I go?" It says Amarim was asked what his favorite moment was, and he said it was after the 3rd goal. OT was singing in a way it hasn't in 2 or 3 years.
You know that's one thing actually. I rated that a lot because obviously
Hey, you almost got caught singing the song. Don't lie in it.
the Amarim
You
song.
got caught singing the Amarim song,
The Amarim song is very catchy though. I can't lie. The
Hey.
Amarim song is very catchy.
bro. Very.
But listen, as I said, Amrim, I'll sing your songs. Get me top 4 this season.
Yeah.
I'll become part of the
me
Amarim.
home.
You know, it's, you man have been like
I mean,
so bad, yeah. Like obviously,
the Amarimmans.
you man, that's crazy.
Bruh.
You man getting the wins.
Yo,
I had to
That's
deflect that one
insane.
immediately, bro.
Yeah, boy,
Immediately, I
get
tried
away
to
with
save him. I tried to save him, mate. He said it again, bro.
Yo.
I said, anyway, moving on. He said
Red
it again.
card.
He said it again.
don't have a what? You
From
sick.
making angry thumbnail videos
Nah.
to this now. But
Sickening,
anyway,
man.
I was gonna make one. Yeah. Man said, I can't take this anymore. And now he's doing this. But no, I rate the United fans for the way they were still obviously backing Amorim and whatnot. Like in the stadium. I think when you're at Yard, do whatever. The reason I say that is because Arsenal today, right, with the chance to go 6 points clear, normally I go to like the majority of home games. I didn't go today. Watching it on the TV, it was flat. I couldn't believe it. This is not a team, or this is a team that is going for the title. I understand like it's nerve-wracking and whatnot, because I'm sitting there, I'm in my yard and I'm shaking like with nerves since I'm the one playing. But you need to generate a bit of an atmosphere. Like the first time we were in the title race, and arguably the second time as well, it was like a brand new experience for us. Just like you man winning 2 in a row or even 3 in a row. This is a brand new experience for you man recently. For us, it was like being in a title race. Wow, this is so exciting. So everyone's up for it every game. Whereas here, it's like people go to games. You expect the 3 points, and when you haven't scored, it's like, oh, like,
That's what happens to the top teams, though. When you get that title, it will change, bro. If you win the league this year, it will change. But that's United fan 101. We sing the Man United
you might sing that song even when you're losing.
They never turn on in
the stadium.
They'll sing forever.
But that's what I respect.
Ten Hag was still getting songs.
I respect that fully. I think you can slander someone massively when you're at Yard and do whatever. When you go to the stadium, there's no benefit in like being negative.
When you go to the stadium, you become the biggest. Like,
it can only benefit when you're like gassing.
When I'm in the stadium, it's bro. You think what you see online is the same?
Nah, bro, I'm doing the Gyökeres thing. I'm acting like Miko Marino's like Hullet or something when I'm in the stadium, bro.
Some of the videos I've been seeing. Bruno. I'm like, yo, I'll get home and be like, yeah, Bruno.
I don't know about this guy, you know.
He was releasing.
I need you. I need you,
bro. I'm telling you, man.
The stadium changes everyone, man. I'm telling you. Dominic with a super chat here says, Ayo Fuad, De Ligt's the real Dutch centre back, not that Konate Kirkes move here and there guy. Kidding aside, so good to see him settling in his role.
Facts. Shout out Dominic.
Duane Mulanda, or shall I say Dwayne? How do we get... Bro, I've been butchering this guy's name for over a year. Bro. Dwayne, I apologize, brother. I will get your name right one of these days. How do we get Taylor and Oliver in VAR? FPGMOL, he says. And Gabs here says, United look fitter and building connections with each other. They press better and force a lot of errors in Brighton's build-up.
Agree, 100%. In that game we did. 100.
Yeah. Final game of the Premier League to talk about. Chelsea losing at home in the last minute to high-flying Super Sunderland. Back in the Premier League and in 4th place. Real men in their side. Real athletes. Real gaffers. Real recruitment. Talby pulling up last minute and scoring a winner.
Bro.
Talk to me, boys.
Just quickly, just while we're on this quickly. I put Xhaka for the signing of the season, but now I'm starting to think I wish we signed him, bro. I wish we signed him.
It would have fit.
Xhaka
would have still got it.
Has it, bro? He's still got it, man. Listen, bro, brilliant player. But what Sunderland are doing is excellent. But on the Chelsea side, did you guys see that guy outside Chelsea on Chelsea Fan TV?
No.
And he said.
Hey, what do you like about Garnacho?
What do you think about that Garnacho fella? He's like, that's his name, right? Garnacho. He's like, what do you think about? He's there like, what do you think of him? He's like, I just don't like him. They're like, why? He's like, don't like his hair. Don't like his Instagram post when he signed for us. To put up in his car. Just don't like him. He's like, yeah, he scored today, but just don't like him. I was just like, bloody.
I can't hear him though.
I was like, fair enough.
When he signed, then he was sitting like in the. Like up in the director's box. Like, he sat there across the sofas like you owned the whole yard. I said, come on.
Yo, do you know what? Chelsea, though.
Are we allowed to speak, though? Because obviously, Chelsea fans, they get like very insecure. They say, yo, no one speaks about us. No one talks about us. But then when you talk about them, they say, oh, you didn't even watch the game. You can't talk.
They've fallen to 9th in the table with that loss. And that's 3 Premier League losses in the last 5 games. I do feel like it's a healthy time to talk about it.
It's not ideal because I can't lie, they played very well against Ajax. Obviously, everyone knows how bad Ajax have been recently, so it's like you can't really gas it too much. But I was liking the way they were moving against Ajax, and I still believe a lot of their players are really good. But for example, players like who I think are incredible, Caicedo, extremely consistent. They need to be honest about games like just the one against Sunderland and say, you know what, cool. He had a bit of a stinker. Don't do the thing of like ignore it like they did for Bayern and then post screenshots of like 25 games in a row, he got 9.2 sofa score or whatever. There are times where I said it in actually it was on one of the original SDS videos. They need to buy someone with a bit of experience in the midfield alongside him because I think Caicedo phenomenal. I think every team would love a Caicedo. But at the same time, every player there is a youngster. I think is Reece James the most experienced guy even in the 11?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
Is he?
Yeah, I just off the top of my head, I assume that is to be the case. I haven't checked it.
He was on bench yesterday. To be fair, he came off the bench yesterday. Yeah.
Okay, fair. Reece James is around 26, 20.
Yeah,
he's 25.
Fair. So point being, they don't have that like experience where in certain games get them over the line a little bit because we've been gassing up. Well, I've been gassing up João Pedro anyway. I like João Pedro beforehand, but I can't really defend this last few weeks. It's like what I like to. I think I saw you getting some praise for it on Twitter recently in terms of like, boom, you support United, but you like to give flowers where it's due and whatnot. I like to try to do the same thing, but at the same time, you got to give me something to work with. You know, so the front line right now, I'll be honest with you. João Pedro, I believe in him. Garnacho and Pedro Neto, I don't believe in them. I'll be honest. They're not good at football. They're not very good.
João Pedro's now not scored in his last 8 games.
I think Maresca's got. I think he's got to start Esteval. I'm not understand why Esteval's not starting game. Before I talk about João Pedro though, I don't know if Chelsea fans notice it, but what is this thing with Cucurella being higher than the wingers? And like it's starting to get like I'm not even a Chelsea fan.
No, but they were posting threads about Maresca invented this. He's a pioneer.
Yeah, bro, like
you saw Calafiori and was like copy and paste.
Your wingers are staying wide to allow Cucurella to be all up in the box. What did Suge Knight say about Diddy, bro? If you want to join a label, you know what I mean, that doesn't have somebody all up in your music,
all up in your videos,
come to death row. That's what it's looking like, bro. Like Cucurella, bro, you're all up in the videos. These are the views
of culture cams.
No, hold on.
These are the views of culture cams.
You're all up in the videos. You're all up in, like, bro, like, let the wingers do some work. Let the winger. I don't get this.
But at the same time, would you trust Garnacho to do the work?
I would trust Garnacho to get more goals and assists than Cucurella and create a bigger chance than Cucurella.
Whilst I hear you, in the Sunderland game, I felt like they were kind of rotating with that, where sometimes Garnacho would be the one to go inside, Cucurella would go out wide, but then other times Cucurella was doing the underlapping thing. I personally just don't think Garnacho is a good enough footballer to rely on in any capacity. So Cucurella, obviously...
I'm not saying it's a bad... I'm not criticising Cucurella. Like you do
You're just
your
saying
thing.
You don't want to see that.
I don't get the. I don't like the instruction. I just don't like the instruction of that. For me, that's a bit weird.
My point is that the reason why he's doing that, I agree with you. Like it's not something that you would want to see from your team where the left back is the main guy or whatever. But my point is their wingers outside of Esteval, who's even been playing centrally at times, are so bad that like, what else are you going to do? If I've realised already, boom, Pedro Neto is going to run like Crash Bandicoot, head down, whipping across over and over and over again. There's nothing else really there. You know what's going to happen every time they get the ball.
I think obviously, look, Chelsea are going to be missing as much as that. There was a point where they were winning games. They were winning games without Cole Palmer. You're thinking, okay, maybe
West Ham.
Maybe they can cope without him. But Cole Palmer's a big miss, of course. But Liam Delap is coming back as well. And you know what's so funny? I think everyone thought, oh, Liam, you signed for Chelsea and that's your career over because João Pedro is going to be the one to run off with it. Nah, man. I think they need to get Liam Delap in there and somebody that can push the back lines and bounce because Pedro, he's doing nothing.
But he's been dropped deeper to this 10 role for Gui the last couple of
that's where he should be playing.
Do you not think if Esteval's behind him and Pedro's up front?
In the 10.
No, I think Pedro should be the one just behind the striker, but be it Delap. Yep. They did it against, I get West Ham, I get it. But when they had Delap as like their battering ram 9, we know all of us have grown up on Chelsea having a proper 9 Costa over there, and then someone else off it. I felt like João Pedro looked really, really good in that game. I don't think he is the 9 and then having someone behind him.
What's disappointing is how much he's gone back because he started so well at the Club World Cup. People can say, is it real or not? First couple games, he was scoring headers and stuff. I was thinking, whoa, hold on a second. He's unlocked something that we ain't seen. But now he's kind of looking like, oh, that's why your goal scoring record in the Premier League has always been very mid. And that's why, open play goals, he doesn't actually score that many if you look at historically of his run in the Premier League, and you're starting to see it on the main stage. You know what I mean? At Chelsea, and at Chelsea, it's not Brighton where you can go 6, 7 games, 8 games without scoring. You might score a brace here, a brace there. Then at the end of the season, we look at it and you're like, oh, that brother's got 14 goals. He's class. But really, when you're watching it now, because everyone's watching Chelsea, I'm looking at it, I'm thinking, wow. I always looked at him in a similar way that I looked at like Jesus, where I thought, okay, you're not going to get a lot of goals, but you're going to terrorize guys. I'm gonna see you running left back, right back. You're gonna dribble past it. I'm not even seeing that at the moment. And
It's
I'm
the same
like,
thing we thought for kind of like Cunha as well, where you're not going to bag 20, 25,
Yeah,
but you're going to generate the football.
yeah.
He's not really generating the football, right? I can't lie.
You know what I mean? So I'm looking and I'm seeing this thing. He hasn't had a shot on target for club and country in like 6 games or something like that. 6-7 games. So he's a complete non-threat at the moment, and we can't even say he's bringing in others and he's linking up.
Yeah.
He's just completely looking isolated and lost up there. So Chelsea, one thing we have to talk about though is defensively, you feel like you can't like.
That last goal,
get
I felt like
stuff
was
from them
a
defensively.
summary of their defense.
Bro, was it
the
like
fact
8
that
seconds?
you have
Was it 8 seconds?
Robbie
7 seconds?
having that much time to run in through, you pin him, and then your centre back partner just watches you for about 7 seconds.
Yeah.
They were
Before
saying there's
anything
nothing
happens.
you could do on Twitter. They were saying there's nothing
Excuse
you
me?
can do. I said,
You
come
can
on.
go and either engage or you can go and press up against the man that's oncoming. Instead, you've got flooding coming into the box. You're not picking those up.
Also, at the same time, I think that was bad from Chalobah not going to like. He didn't know what to do. He froze. I guess he just
Make a
froze.
decision.
But was it tossing?
Yeah.
Put something on Robbie,
Yeah.
bro. You're just holding his hand like.
Can't lie, Robbie's strong, you know.
Yeah, I know he's
Ghana
strong.
boy.
I know
You have to at least.
I know he's strong,
like,
but
at least pretend to
give
make an
your
effort.
arm in
You know
his
what I mean?
back. Let him stumble a little, and don't give away a penalty. But you gotta be
Like,
smart.
he had time to
man
look
was just
up
like
and see.
holding him, and they were just, all right. I'm just gonna wait, and I'm just gonna watch. Oh, and then he's gonna score. Put some into his back. Do you know what I mean? Pause. But yeah, man, I don't know, man. I just feel like that was
I feel
very
like you've
weak.
used up enough pauses in this one.
Yeah.
You know, like on FIFA, you pause it 3
I don't
times.
even
Yo,
be saying
enough
pause.
You're on a booking,
Pause it
talking
3
crazy.
times. The next one's a disconnect.
Listen, this is your final warning.
I've
But
moved
3
past
pauses.
the pause era, bro. I've moved past that. I've moved past the pause era, bro.
You say you transcended it. Yeah?
I've
Well, listen,
matured.
Credit to Sunderland, nicked it last minute. That is back-to-back wins now for them after beating Wolves last week.
Deserved, by the way.
4th place, 17 points in their first 9
that?
games. Sunderland. I
Amazing.
think we all thought they were gonna do well coming up, but I don't think anybody expected them to do this
Yeah,
well.
no.
Is that it was record? Do you reckon it's a record? Sounds like a
team
record.
points.
No,
Point-
because you remember Hull.
Whole
That weird
08,
first year
09
they
were
came up,
crazy.
and they were like top
When
4, I think,
Giovanni
for
was
like-
banging in
them,
for
shots.
like
Yeah.
the first 8-9 weeks, it was like hold on, and then they just capitulated
Yeah,
to
yeah,
relegation
yeah.
zone. I remember that. That was a weird one. But let's move on from Chelsea to finals.
Chelsea.
Game, and it's-
Maze, you will catch you.
Trust me.
You'll be back,
Me.
trust me. The
centre-back
Buckle up,
convos
brother.
need
Oh
to be
wait,
had.
or Alex Goldberg because he said they're gonna finish above Chelsea, Arsenal. Bro, you know.
Don't worry, we're gonna come stateside.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Trust me. But let's talk about the El Classico. I
Yes.
feel like
Oh,
this
yeah.
was one of those drama-filled games. You had handbags at the end. You had goals disallowed, weird decisions, all types. But Real Madrid 2-1 winners in the end. Mbappe and Bellingham, you both actually did a match review as well. Funny enough.
Go check it out. Go check it out.
Go watch that
Check mine,
afterwards.
it was, good.
No,
But
no,
give us a
no,
brief
no.
summary as we're kind of wrapping up the show. Give us a brief summary of what you lot saw in that game.
I thought I saw 2 underwhelming giants for me. I thought Madrid were better, deserved the win. I saw comical refereeing decisions because the one they gave a penalty for was not a penalty, and the one they didn't give a penalty for me was a penalty. So that's just craziness. But overall, I saw a Barcelona side which makes me just say, when are you going to learn, bro? How many times do average players have to run beyond the back line for you to realize, let alone Kylian Mbappe? Like, how many times do you have to know that's all teams are going to do to exploit your back line, right? So, but that's why I saw there. And after you saw Lamine didn't really get going, you saw Ferran didn't really get going, Pedri didn't really get going. I thought Real Madrid, in terms of compactness, solidity, and just tactical, I think they were the better team than Barcelona today. But I'm not gonna lie, bro. When I look at when I'm watching European games, I'm always thinking about what is it gonna be like for the Champions League. Now, Champions League is knockout, so it's different. But I'm looking at these two. I'm like, you guys ain't winning the Champions League, man. Like, they're underwhelming for me at the moment, man. I didn't feel like I'm watching 2 of the best teams in the world. I didn't feel like that.
I think for Real Madrid, I disagree a little bit, only because, okay, the scoreline was 2-1. But you have to remember, bro, from minute 2, the amount of carnage, where obviously they've got the penalty and then, you know, it didn't get given or whatever. They were all over them. Mbappe scored a goal that was offside because of his pinky toe or whatever.
It could have been 4.
They had so many times where I think they actually dominated. I think there was a lot of good football as well, where even Vinny was now getting involved after, you know, having his whole crash out because of Ballon d'Or for a year or whatever. I think like he's finally
slowly waking up.
starting to like get back here. Obviously, Jude, I think, came back. His first proper game, obviously, Juventus against Champions League, or in the Champions League. I think Real Madrid dominated the game.
I think the second half, Barcelona started getting on the ball a little bit more.
But I think Real Madrid, there was never a point in that second half. I felt like, if anything, Barca kind of like just gave up or whatever. And I think they had the ball, but it was like, if I was a Madrid fan, I'm not concerned.
I think Madrid just physically outdone them, in my opinion. I felt Camavinga, Jude, Tchouaméni in that midfield bulldozed Pedri and Frankie, in my opinion, where they normally are able to dictate the show. Physically, they just dominated them, in my opinion.
Even look at the goal. Look at Jude's goal, man. Like, getting bullied aerially for the first... bullied, then they go and score. Rome's going to score.
But his assist as well, though. They talk about him being like a physical unit or whatever, but they ain't going to... They're going to put that one in the competition. That was a great assist.
Beautiful assist.
Do you know who else had a massive form today? Militao.
And even Mbappe's back.
Why was I? Oh yeah, that was a crazy goal. Why was I seeing Militao breezing down the wing?
Yeah,
bro.
Against, was it Baleba?
But this is what I mean.
goal.
No, but this is what I mean.
With the 1v1.
This is exactly what I meant about what Fuad is talking about, the physicality. Why is Balde going down in that position? It just felt like each time Barcelona players were just going down and trying to.
They're used to the days of where
the Messi boss calls ain't here no more, bro.
You know, we have to mention though. I think Madrid were very much amped up because of the Lamine Yamal comments.
It can even go both ways.
I love that kind of, you're yapping away. Some of my favorite players, back in the days and whatnot, they were players that they would do the talking. And normally he backs it up. But on days like today, you got this firm and say, you know what, that was a disaster class. Bro.
That's why they were on him afterwards.
Yeah, wins and losses, man. Because when Rabiot talks shit and Lamine's put a post out like he's going to do bits and he cooked, we're like, yeah, this guy's taking over the world. You got to take the wins with the losses.
Same energy.
Highs and lows. And the thing is, what I like at the end, he didn't run. It was like, yo, are we all scrapping out here?
No.
Sure?
No.
He was walking away back.
Hold on.
He was backpedaling into that tunnel.
Wait. Yeah, no one is backing it for sure. I saw Tchouaméni. I saw some real animals coming.
No Barca players backing that, bro.
So Yamal's got to think about business decisions, right?
Rashford's getting involved as well.
But at the same time,
Rashford was dapping up the Madrid players. Like, yeah, Jude will link up.
Let me get your shirt, bro. It's a tough one for Yamal because Carvajal's the one that's giving it, but you got to respect Carvajal. That's your countryman. He starts in the country as well. But he still walked up to Carvajal like, hey, yo, don't try.
He didn't.
What did May say? We ain't your little. You know what I mean? We ain't your little.
No, I don't respect you.
We don't respect you. Now, you know what? Vinny, though, the funny thing was the Vinny Yamal thing because
he was already off.
Let me tell you what's funny. Vinny was already off after throwing a strop. First of all, which Vinny, can you please stop that, bro? Like, I'm trying to back you here, bro. You know what I mean? You need to stop this. You're trying to get these good, what is it? Best behavior Ballon d'Ors. We need you to be good, right? So he's doing that, right? But then when the game is over, Vinny runs on in his sliders, no socks. Like, just for
the beef was over as well. The beef was done. The beef was done.
And he's all doing this, and then Yamal's obviously giving it. He's giving it.
Do you know what they said to each other? They had this. So apparently, Vinny's saying to Yamal, "You talk too much. You talk too much. Yeah, and you're giving it all of this. Now you got to hold it."
Yeah.
And Yamal said to him, "You talking too much is the same reason why you lost the Ballon d'Or." Which is, if there's a moment where Vinny, you can see he slaps.
Yeah, but who got that quote? Link me. If it's El Chiringuito or whatever, I don't know if I believe. You know them ones. I want to see like the lip reading if that's true.
I don't know. I don't speak Spanish.
Like the Madrid pages are putting out that Yamal told Courtois link him in the car park.
But them Madrid extra, you know them guys.
Yeah,
man.
they might be.
They'll start tweeting about the team is afraid. And they start putting the caps lock at it. So I don't listen to any of them
about Rufus Close.
Yeah, I don't listen to them boys in the car park. Show me the lip reading. Let someone translate it, and then I'll listen.
And Chiringuito are gonna do.
They're gonna do like a whole analysis on it.
2-hour segment.
The same way they put was it Vinny apologizing or whatever? They're doing like a whole analysis of his WhatsApp message and that.
Oh yeah.
They'll do that.
Guess what though?
Analysis.
This is what we want from rivalries.
Yeah.
This is what I want from because the El Clasico kind of dimmed ever since the Jose kind of madness in terms of that physicalness. Messi and Ronaldo, obviously, we watch it for them, but there wasn't that like until Jose left, there wasn't that fight aspect
afterwards, and then the last year or two, it's starting
to pick up again. Yeah, man. Yamal's waking the derby. It was waking up the Classico,
we love to
man.
See it, man.
And Mbappe finally has his first win against Lamine Yamal in his career.
Yeah. Well
And he's
done,
gonna-
Kylian. Well done, Kylian.
Best player in the world for
But
me.
yeah, Yamal's coming back, bro. He's coming back. For you, bro.
Listen,
He's coming
listen.
back. Don't worry.
Still almost 3,000 of you in the chat. We
Big
just
up,
hit
man.
1,000 likes. Keep smashing the likes till we end the stream. We are now in the champs. And
We got
duds.
1,000 likes?
We got 1,000 likes.
up.
Yeah, we have. So big up everyone in here. Keep smashing the
Keep
likes.
voting for us as
And
well,
also,
people.
yes, I almost forgot. Guap Gala. Make sure you go click the link in the description. Scan the QR code. Help the boys. It's the
Guys,
reason
it's
you
huge.
guys are the reasons why we even got here.
Yeah.
This is huge for us. We don't, care about awards
We
and
don't
things
know.
like that.
We just got the email
just-
saying.
You don't care about
saying-
awards, yeah?
We just got the
listen,
email
If
saying.
I was nominated, I'll be gassed. I'll say I want to win, bro.
but
We want to win.
We want to win, but
wanna
I'm saying
win.
we didn't get into podcasting here thinking,
Oh, to win the-
we're
okay,
gonna
okay,
win
okay,
this
yeah,
award
yeah,
or this
yeah,
Grammy.
yeah, yeah.
So
Got you,
the
got
fact
you,
that
got
we've
you.
been nominated for one, we appreciate it, and it doesn't
Huge.
happen.
Big
without you
respect,
lot
big
supporting
And
it.
if you're not in the UK, you're right. Guap Gala is a big thing.
It is.
in the community,
Huge.
in the UK, in London. So guys, this is massive. If we can win this, only sporting podcast there.
Facts.
Everyone else is other things.
Talking
We're
about
the
first
only
dates and
people
relationships.
about on sports.
Plantain
So if
Twitter.
you haven't voted, guys, please go and vote. It's just one click. You just need an email account. Click. That's it.
Boom.
Done.
Appreciate everyone. Make sure you send in your champs and duds as well, because boys, I want to hear your champs and duds for this week. Before we do, actually, let me just quickly read out a couple of super chats. Sam Wick Production says Andy Robertson yesterday said the out of this difficult moment is to work harder. Hot take. Not about working harder, but about being braver on the ball. And all great teams had this. Barcelona, Man City, etc.
Agree.
Rizak says Yamal needs his girl gone. Fun's over. Focus on ball.
True.
Dwayne. Not going to lie. I got Bayern winning the Champions League or PSG at the moment, he says. And an NPC says Vinny Loki. Redemption season. Noticing. Jugador. Champs and duds, peeps. Let me know in the
You're
chat.
Bayern.
No, I am, but I want to see them in a bigger game before.
They see you guys soon.
Yeah, no, they will. They will.
see
But like
you guys
PSG,
soon.
like we know what they're on. I think people slept on PSG a bit too much during. They saw the fixtures. They're like, nah. They're not gonna get top 8 or whatever. I think they're still good.
I think dud. Who we go? I think Liverpool. 4 losses in a row.
Yeah,
Slot.
mine is honest slot.
Honest
slot.
slot.
I
Honest
think we
slot.
have to throw in there. I'm gonna put Lamine Yamal in there.
That was my
talking.
original one. When you first said it, that was
Yeah.
my name. But then I realized honest slot.
When you talk and you drop that type of performance, and then afterwards you're getting circled like a pack of hyenas.
Yeah.
Herrera's had his feet up.
We
man.
love you.
Yeah.
This isn't a damning indictment on you, but that is a dud moment right there. You got to
Fairs.
hold that one, I'm afraid.
Fairs.
And he's given out many as well. So
Fair.
now it's your turn, brother.
True.
Did you man like nominate honest slot in previous weeks? Has he got one? Yet?
Yeah, I think we have when they got the 3. No, it wasn't Arnold Slot. We did Liverpool actually.
Okay.
But
Give your mark one for now, and then give honest slot next week. It's coming.
people, Sean Green Jr. here says Tosin, and I agree with that. I mean, Tosin and Chalobah.
Yeah, but you know
For
what it is
both.
with Chelsea fans? I feel like it's a similar thing to like Arsenal fans like 5-6 years ago, where
finding a scapegoat.
they changed the centre backs order. Like if you ask any Chelsea fan, rank me your 4 centre backs or whatever in order from best to worst, it will change every 2 weeks, and they'll
Yeah.
pick one guy and they'll turn him into like Diddy memes or whatever. Or they'll start violating and say this guy's the deadest guy ever. They start sending him whatever emojis in his DMs. I'm like, bro,
Oi.
you might not like. It's very like sheep mentality where they pick one player as a community. They're like, ah, boom, you're the worst guy. 2 weeks ago, you were gassing him.
Yeah, I agree. Do you know what? There is a dud that I had in my. You have to carry on. I can't remember. I've just got. I just lost.
That was the end of
train
my
of
Chelsea
thought.
point, to be fair. Like, they just keep on changing their centre backs. Like, they'll say Colwell's terrible at one point, then he's the guy that's going to save them. Then it's Fofana's the guy. Oh, no, he's media. I just don't understand.
It chops and changes every single week.
My dud is Wolves. 0 wins.
Okay.
And just lost in the 95th minute to
West Ham?
Lau Foster,
Oh, Burnley.
Forster, whatever
Burnley,
his name
sorry,
is.
yeah.
Burnley.
That finish, by the way, was from that Fleming guy. Have you seen it? Have you guys seen?
I haven't seen the third goal.
That
no.
might be the finish of the season.
Huh?
Is it?
You guys ain't seen it?
I saw the first 2
Ball
goals.
over the top, boom, and then he just side foots it, and it just.
Oh
so
yes, I have. Yes, I have.
aesthetically
It's a
pleasing,
bit like
bottom
like
corner.
the Defoe goal from like that
You
clip.
know, ball
Yeah.
exactly. You
I
know
did see that, I did see
exactly.
it, I did see
Just cushions that bottom corner. One of the finishes of the season.
Yeah.
I gotta give Wolves 0 wins is
that's bad.
absolutely
Insane.
criminal.
Vitor Pereira, when he came in last year,
And he
as
was
well,
fighting
gave
his
him-
fan. He was fighting the
At the
players
end,
or whatever.
Scrapping them.
He was fighting somebody at the end of the game. Like,
Did they renew his
I
contract like 3 weeks ago or something as well? I saw rumours that can't
because he did well last year when he came in. They were bleeding, and he actually kind of restored a little bit of the feeling. But some are too much damage done. Champs, who we going? I'm going for Hearts. 8 points clearing their SPL.
Beat Celtic 3-1.
They're unbeaten in their first 9 games. Beat Celtic, as you said, 3-1. This is like one of the most random stories, but it's insane because Scotland's always been so dominant by Celtic and Rangers, but Hearts now at the top, 8 points clear.
Madness.
It's insane.
That's crazy. That's an Athletic winning the La Liga, bro.
Yeah, that's even crazier though.
Yeah,
this one, because them man don't win anything.
Bruh.
But I'd have to give an honourable mention to pick one of the two, either Gabriel or Nicholas Hover. We done it against Atleti as well, man.
Van der Ven scored 2.
We done it against Atleti as well.
I got to shout out Nick Montgomery as well, man.
What did he do in Champions League? Though? Where was he in Champions League? Like Champions League and in the league. You know, that's this week, right? Champ of the week, no?
No,
just nomination.
KDB pulling his hammy after a penalty. He's done.
That's bad.
Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that?
It was bad.
The
Pep years have taxed
McTominay's
him.
goal though. McTominay deserves a bit of a.
That's a champ shout, to be fair.
What's that?
McTominay's
Yes!
goal was
But then again, if we
lovely.
count Champions League,
Did you see Anguissa's
point.
goal?
Yes,
Dancing through.
To be fair, Conte in the Champions League, that needs to be a study.
How
you lose the 6
I'd love to know what
PSV?
it's like.
Why is
I was
that
likening
the
it.
case? Is he saying something different?
I was comparing to, do you remember Mussolini back in the day where in Italy he's dominating, like he runs things there, but then on the international stage, everyone just pats his head like a good boy. I don't understand why Champions League, Conte,
I don't remember Mussolini, bro.
Oh, Fez.
I don't.
Crazy times back then, bro. I can't lie. Crazy times. A good thing you don't remember, I can't lie.
Hey, man.
It wouldn't have been nice.
But that is the most like two-faced thing ever. Conte's European record and his league record.
Yeah.
Bro,
So
6-2.
flawless in the league. And like Inter looked so average as well.
Yeah.
Should have equalized at halftime, but insane game. But that is all we have for this week's episode. Amenya, appreciate you joining us. We will definitely be getting you back on. People, make sure you smash
cold debut. Let's give it a pro.
Hey
Guys, put some W's in the chat for Amenya,
in
man.
the chat for Amenya.
Come on.
Incredible debut.
Come on.
Debut, honestly.
You know, we need to do a poll one day. Not a poll. We need to do a question for the real FCM viewers and for real FCM. Who's been the worst guest?
I thought he was gonna be nice and say who's the best guest. Then we can.
I'm Messi, man.
Who's the worst one is more fun, I can't lie.
Yeah, bro.
Who's the worst?
I'm not going to say any names or whatever. When I first went on SDS, I told them, like, I just don't want to be worse than...
No, but they have a unanimous worst. They always talk about it, no?
Nah.
Because
There's been a couple.
there's
There's been a couple misses. There's been a couple misses.
And he was debating it recently, but I'm not going to say it.
Hey,
That's
we'll talk about it. I'm going to SDS after this. I don't want to get good at this.
No.
But make sure you
comment.
smash the like button, people. We appreciate you joining us. Still about almost 2,500 of you still in here. Keep smashing the like. Make sure you go and vote as well. Guap Gala, the voting is going on till the 7th of October. We'd appreciate all your help. We will catch you guys next week. Till then, people, take care.